Hey everybody, I'm back for another round of Canje Plays, and this time we're continuing with Folklore the Affliction. Now, I had a blast playing this game last Sunday, and it has been so much fun. So much so that we're back. We're going to play it again. We're going to go into Story 2, which is called The Root of Evil, and we're going to have just a fun time doing it. We are taking our aptly named the Madman, who is Toril, the telepath, who is Sonia, and the witch hunter, who is Virgil, who is happily named by my Patreon, so thank you so much, and we'll go from there. So, speaking of Patreons, I want to thank early on Jason Lance. Thank you for so much for becoming a Patreon. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. My other Patreons, Big Hearts, I'm thanking you early instead of later in it from now on. So Big Hearts, thank you so much for providing the channel and helping me grow this hobby that I love so much. So thanks for that. Let's see, what else is there? Subscribers, thank you so much. I mean, my subscribers, love you. So let's get some information, get down to the table, and we'll go from there. All right, so I know you noticed like this weird thing right here. That's my camera. I'm working on different angles to try to see if I can make things better, but you know, technology is hard. We'll work it out. It won't be in the main shot. All right, so Folklore. Folklore was created by Will Donovan and Nick Blaine and published by Greenbrier Games. So this game has a 7.9 rating. I don't know why, because it's so awesome. So I'll probably say that a lot of people just either those who've tried it was like, yeah, it's not for me, or those who, you know, for some strange reason they don't like it. There's a lot in this game, but in a good way. This game is an RPG. It's not a dungeon crawl, so that might turn people off. People don't want to RPG and walk through the world and do things. They want to go in a dungeon, kill a thing, get some money, and be good. At times, the game can be hard, quote unquote, but hard as in the dice are just kind of against you. So RNG, which is random number generation for people who don't know, is against you. It happened to me last time. I almost lost, but that's the fun of playing these games that are dice based. Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's see, technology is hard. I'm learning this more and more. Yes, Steven. It is very hard. Good morning, Kate. Good morning, Robert. Bad timing with the release of the Gloomhaven hype. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, you're probably right, because they both released in the same year, 2017. So people hopped on Gloomhaven and they loved it to bits, and this didn't get as much love. But it's a really good game, and whether you play it one person or the full 4-player experience, it's still fun and you still have a great time with it. Now, last time, and I want to clarify, last time I said where it said on Board Game Geek this way, where it said on Board Game Geek to do best 4-player, and you'll see that over like right where it says 1 to 5 players. You see it say best 4-player, and I don't agree with that. I don't agree with it because no matter what you do, you have to play with 4 players. If you play it solo, you would just play with 4 players, but it's not a lot of bookkeeping. If you want bookkeeping, I played Kingdom Death Monster last Thursday. That's a lot of bookkeeping. This is nothing. So, but they might feel that they don't enjoy the bookkeeping aspect of it as a solo play. I don't mind it. I love that stuff, so that doesn't bother me. So, solo, perfectly fine. You can have a great time with it. 2-player, each player controls 2 characters. 3-player, 1 player controls an extra character, and then 4 players, everybody gets their own character. And it just works out. It works out fantastic. Hey Hans, how's it going? I prefer this over Gloomhaven any day. Yeah. I like both for different reasons, so I would never try to compare the two. Gloomhaven, dungeon crawl. Folklore, RPG. But 2 completely separate genres. So I like both of them, and I will never choose between the 2. Now, if you name another RPG and ask me if I prefer that over Folklore, then we can have that discussion, you know what I mean? But they're just two completely different games. All right, so let's roll it on down to the table and see what we can find. All right, so we have our setup here, and what we had last time, remember, we went to Ostalink, we fought a werewolf, someone was bitten and has lycanthropy, but they're back at the full health, they're back at the Church of the Crossroads. The Madman's bail hook is still broken, so I'm keeping between different stories, because this is a campaign, I'm keeping things in a specific way. So his bail hook broke on a nat 1, so he has to get that repaired. Sonia has the Ring of Moonlight, and that's what she got from getting the bookmarker, and she put it on her finger and said, nope, we can do this, and mechanics made it, so we did. So she has that. We got items, which was the Eye of Horus, and we had Virgil bought the Liquor of Fortis, which he, liqueur, it's fine, Fortis, which he never really used, so he still has it. Toril got the Rabbit's Foot from the search to get the 2 items, so it was the Eye of Horus and the Rabbit's Foot. So he got a +1 search. She got the Eye of Horus, and then he's just hanging out being happy and cool with his lycanthropy. So I think Monopoly is my favorite game. Just kidding, don't worry. Steven. So we've got our day-night token here that we're going to go with, but we're going to get into story number 2. Let me throw on my old man glasses and stare a while and listen. So chapter 2, Root of Evil. A cry for help. It began as it did all too often, with a rumor of darkness once again taking hold in the land. Yep. Then a panicked villager arrived at the Church of the Crossroads to confirm what you suspected was already true. Following, excuse me, sorry. Following that poor soul came waves of others seeking refuge from the sickness that plagued Drakenberg Forest. That's this one here. And the nearby town of Wayland Point. I lost my place, because I was pointing. To hear tell, the wilderness was rotting before their very eyes, and the normal chatter of the forest had all but disappeared. Villagers emerging from the forest became ill, and painful boils and ulcers on their bodies. Ugh. The town's physician had no cure against the sickness and declared there must be a curse on Drakenberg. The priest of the Church of the Crossroads, that's a lot, requests that you go to the town of Wayland Point to get a first-hand account of the sickness. He says, there is a wise woman who wanders the countryside near there. She is a benevolent soul. Perhaps she knows something useful to aid you in your search for the answers. Let us pray for guidance. The group gains 1 prayer. Sweet! So we grab our prayer deck over here. And that's 1 prayer that is associated also with the prayer that the witch hunter is going to try to get. So let's go here. Shuffle up for shenanigan. Hey Brian, how's it going? Hey Dan, how you doing? All right, so we got a free prayer, which is zoom. Boundless faith. Your belief inspire those around you. Each character may choose one of the following statuses. Blessed, faithful, favored, or fortitude. We need to pass a prayer, a phase 7 for this to happen. So we're going to get into that fun. So that's shuffled. Prayers are shuffled. Okay. So we gain a prayer, and let's use it. Why not? First rolls. So we roll a d10. So this is Toril's, Sonia's, Virgil's. And on a 7... Oh, we need to pick 1 person to do it. Sorry. 1 person to do it. I am being silly already, and people are ready to say you don't know what you're talking about. So 1 person is going to do a prayer 7. He has 1, she has 1, he has none. Alright? It doesn't matter. He'll do it. The Witch Hunter will do it. I rolled a 10. What? That's right. So we choose one of the following statuses. And we got the status card here. First roll of 10. All right. This is a great game. My mortgage says I can't buy board games right now. See, Steven, that is homeless Steven's problem. Steven right now wants his board game. I'm just kidding. Do not waste your mortgage money on that. Alright, so Blessed. You have proven yourself virtuous and on the side of the light. Gain +5 might and absorption 1. That sounds cool. Faithful. Your devout nature gives you the strength of will to prevail against those rallied against you. Gain +1 faith and +1 occult. Favored says your good deeds have made an impression on the powers beyond the veil. You are granted +3 max vita and +1 to all skill checks. Ooh. And fortified. Your internal fortitude has proven effective against the evil shrouding the land. Gain +5 defense and immunity to infection. Ooh. These are all good things. Yeah, my credit card and I are fighting right now. I mean, I'm winning and losing at the same time. Yeah, with the credit cards, you don't really win. You just get a little better each time, right? Love this game too. Got Fall of the Spire, but I'm currently playing DUN. Okay. Yeah, I love this game. I'm going. So my plan, because when I got in the story one, I was like, yes, please. I'm going to go through the base game, the dark. What's it called? The second expansion, and then the third expansion, which is Dark Tales. That's the second expansion, and then the third expansion, which is Fall of the Spire. So we're going story heavy, my people. We're going story heavy. Okay, blessings. Blessings. The gain +5 might and 1 absorption, I feel would do him well. So let's see. Toril will be blessed on my nifty spreadsheet. So Darren created an app. An app that we can use to track our characters. So, and it's a really cool Android app that you can download and use. I've used it. I've enjoyed it when I played the first story of this. I am also writing an app, a web app for this game, so that it'll make the bookkeeping a lot easier as well. So use Darren's app. Use it. Darren did a lot of work. He did a lot of work on it, so use his app. I'm writing my app as well. And so I'll put that up on BGG when it's done for anyone to grab and use. Let's see. Found the stream on the Facebook group. Join if you're not in it. Yeah, this is... Yeah, the Facebook group of Folklore has been fantastic. If I ask a question, they answer it. Except for that one guy who trolled me. I haven't forgotten you. I'm just kidding. It's whatever. Join it. It is a fun group. You are right, Robert. The community has been great. They respond really well, and they are so willing to help. So definitely join the Facebook group for Folklore if you have. And Julie Ahern's on there a lot of the time, so you can chat with one of the designers. So it's great. All right, so he's going to get blessed. She is going to get... Her defense is... Yeah, let's boost her defense. So her defense, we're going to boost her defense. She'll get fortified. So, fortified. So she is fortified. And we will give him... He's already stricken with lycanthropy. I'm going to boost his max vita. And give him +1 to all skill checks. So he will be favored. Virgil will be favored. Favored. There we go. Okay. So we got that. This has been used and discarded. Okay. So where were we? Will you head directly to town to see the sickness firsthand, or explore the countryside in search of the wise woman? So choose your path. Choice 1. This woman may have information we need to help, so we need to, if we're going to do that, I'll cover this up because this says some stuff. Choice 2, let's investigate Wayland Point. So we can go to Wayland Point. It seems like something's going on there. Or we can go search the countryside for this woman who might be able to help. They say she's a benevolent soul. Just in reverse. They say she's a benevolent soul and she wants to help. I'll go look for her. I'll choose choice 1. So choice 1, skip to Wise Woman, page 11. Choice 1. You begin your journey to find this wise woman. She could be anywhere in the countryside surrounding Wayland Point. To find the wise woman's location, place 4 compass tokens. So, compass tokens. So these are compass tokens. You can tell because they got a compass on them. So place 4 compass tokens. A through D, B, C. Okay. We're gonna shake them up. Ooh, shake them up. Whenever you land on an off-road map area with a marker, flip it over, read the associated story moment. If you decide to stop your search, you may skip to the next part. Okay? So, compass token 1 goes here. Compass token 2 goes here. Compass token 3 goes here. And compass token 4. I shook that up for no reason whatsoever. Why did I do that? Anyway, so we're searching for the woman, and that's where we begin. My main marker for my main dude is going to go to the Avenging Madman on the daytime mark. Nighttime, daytime. Daytime mark will be the Avenging Madman starting things off. And his stride is 4. Yes, gotta make sure. I'm always checking my spreadsheet because I updated it from the last one. Yep, his stride is 4. So we can't just hop from here to here. And the reason why is, I don't know if you can see, but there's a red line here. You can't off-road hop that way. So I can't just be like, oh, I'm here, I'm gonna hop over here and check it out. You actually have to go here, then here if you're gonna do it, which means drawing an off-road event and then getting to the marker. Okay. Which is what we're gonna do. So he's going off-road. We grab the off-road events because we haven't gone to this deck yet. And this is just the only top one. So I'm gonna shuffle these guys and we'll read the first off-road event, which is this card. Because that's the first one we ever drawn. Alright, so shuffle these up properly. We love to shuffle for shenanigans. And off-road events basically are story moments that happen in this RPG that are bad, but we might be able to survive it. So you get this 1/1 on top here, which has the first off-road event that you run into, right? Put it on top. So we are going to pull it. This is shuffled, so our next off-road event will be something new. I lied to you. This is just instructions. This is instructions. This is how... So I'm going to put this over here and be a little embarrassed. And then grab a real off-road event. Alright, so we've got... Bending cards. Yes, I... Like, bend. Oh my gosh, people are flipping out. Alright, no, seriously. I sleeve these cards, and I know, like, when I bend them, it might make people cringe, but I sleeve them when I'm not playing on, but when I'm on here, the sleeves kind of cast a glare until I can become, win the lotto and then buy studio level equipment where it won't. So, yeah, bending will happen. The cringe. Alright, so here is our road event, pillaging, and we have to make a choice. So I'm just holding it up here really quick and then I'm going to read it. for people who want to watch the stream later and just kind of pause and read it. Pillaging. A crashing noise caught our attention, and in the distance we saw brigands breaking into a lonely cottage. We quickly approached as they gathered their loot. The owner of the property was sprawled on the ground, bleeding from several open wounds. We have to make a choice. Choice 1, intimidate the ruffians to scare them away. Or choice 2, send one character to sneak in and pull the injured man to safety. Ooh. I don't know how many brigands there are. I'm gonna be like, yeah, 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 to try to scare them off. So I'll do choice 1. Choice 1. We stormed the scene confidently with weapons raised as we attempted to intimidate them into fleeing. One character must pass speech 8. Ooh, speech 8. Who's got good talk? No one. No one. So this is a straight roll. I'm gonna say it's the Madman because Toral, because he walked in and he saw what was happening and he wants to go in and like kill them. But the telepath Sonya is more like, no, let's talk to him. Let's try to scare them off. He grips his machete, and so he's like, I want to kill these people now, but I'm gonna let you talk just once. So she's gonna roll. Kanji's cool, rich enough. It ain't no thing. You can just buy another copy. I wish. So we're gonna roll this and try to get an 8 or higher. We got a 6. So yeah, she was like, hey now, people, you know, when we want to, and then they were like, kill her. So failure. Skirmish with a highwayman with the skirmish counter at maximum. It is too late to help the injured man. The group receives 1 item in the wreckage. Okay. Alright. So we get a highwayman. Highwayman. And let's talk about skirmish with max. Alright, so this is the Highwayman card. Highwayman card. Alright? Now, I want you to pay attention to this. When you're playing 2 players, you roll a d4. When you're playing 2 characters, should I say. When you're playing 3 to 4 characters, you roll a d6. When you're playing 5 characters, you roll 2d4. So that means at maximum, with 5 characters, this is 8. Okay? With 3 or 4 characters, my maximum is 6. So what I'm gonna do, though, is she has a lovely consumable ability that says reduce a skirmish counter by 1d4. And she's gonna use that. And she's gonna roll a d4 to see how much I reduce it from 6 to... I got a 4. What? So she's gonna reduce that counter from a 6 to a 2 by consuming that ability. She drinks it, it scares them to death. This is gone. So this is an item that has been used. Coffee's here, sweet. All right, so we reduced, so there were 6 of them. She was like, blah, and she turned into like some monster, and 4 of them ran off. So 2 guys stayed. They're feeling really, really amped and ready to go. Let's take a look at what we're dealing with. The story says that it is dusk. So for dusk, they get 0 modifiers to might. If they hit us, we lose 1d4 vita. If the total attack roll of the highwayman's 85 plus, that costs us plus 2 damage. So it'll be 1d4 plus 2 if they get 85 or higher on us. If you look at the top of the card, and I'm super low, so you're like, I can't see that stuff, can't you? So if you look at the top of the card, this says the bonuses they get. So if they were at 6, they would have a plus 5 might and a plus 5 defense, and their defense is 42. So that means they would have 47 defense that I had to hit instead of 42. But since I reduced this counter from a 6 to a 2 because of my consumable, there are no modifiers. So as you knock them down, they start losing stuff and losing steam, and that's what that's kind of showing, if that makes sense. So we've got, where they're on 2, there are no mods, it's just straight rolls for them. So they're on 2. And in skirmishes, they go first. In regular encounters, we roll for first strike. So, but they go first on their attack. So they're gonna roll. They're red and black. So we roll the percentile dice, the D100 and the D10, and we see what we get. They got a 58. So a 58 to hit. It hits. She has a +5 defense, but it still hits because that puts her at 43. And 38, it still hits. So they all get hit. They all get hit for 1d4. Because it wasn't 85, it's just 1d4. And I rolled a 3. So they all get hit for 3 damage. So he goes down to... Alright, and let me reduce... While I'm reducing health, let me talk. So last game, we beat Aetherian, and we got lore. And we got 155 lore for the entire thing of what we did. With that, that gave me the ability to level up. Right? So here's the lore tree. So you at the Church of the Crossroads, you can spend lore to gain abilities. And these are choices. These aren't like, okay, well, I'm going to get this one this time, and then I'm going to get this one this time. You have to pick one, and the other one in that same row is completely locked out to you. So for all of them, I boosted their max health by 2 with the new lore. So that's why you see the Madman's at 25, Sonya's at 24, and Virgil's at 23. Because that's the choice I made for their 100. When I get the 200, I get an ability that allows me to power up my moves. So that's why he's at 25, for those asking. Alright, so I got hit for 3, so he goes down to 22. She got hit for 3, she goes down to 21. He got hit for 3, he's at 20 straight. Okay. Now, it's our turn. And we're supposed to all roll together, but it's just me, so I'm going to roll at a time. Toril. 45. Their hit is 42. I hit him, so that goes down 1. And then Sonya. 60. A 50 and a 10. 60. So that goes down 1, and we defeat them. So they got a hit on us, which wasn't that grand, but we killed them very quickly. And when we beat them, we get 4 gold. So 4 gold. And then we get the roll for an item, and then we find an item in the rubble. So 4 gold each. 1, 3, and 4. These are my Gloomhaven monies. These are the money from Gloomhaven. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. And then we're gonna roll. We're each gonna roll a d10, and on a 10, we find an item. Nobody got a 10. I got 2 9s though. That's kind of tragic. So, all right. But it says the group receives 1 item in the wreckage. So we get an item anyway for defeating these highwaymen. Shuffle up the item deck, and this item that dice throws are not bad. Don't jinx me. Don't jinx me, Hans. Don't jinx me. I'm trying to be like quiet about it. Like, yeah, nobody's gonna know that I'm rolling okay. No dice gods. I'm doing, you know. All right. So we find an item. And we got liquid frankincense. Fill for +3 damage for 4 uses, or thrown for 1d6. Nice. Nice. So it's a used item. So we can refill it. We can refill it. And we get +3 damage for 4 uses, and then it's exhausted. Who do I get? I need +3 damage. He does +2. She does +2 now with her lovely ring. He does. But he's filling up. He's got. I'm gonna give it to. I don't want it to be ranged though. It needs to be melee. Melee gives me the +3 damage. tell you what I'll do. I'll tell you what I will do. I will give this search. Who can I give this to? It can be range. 3 damage for 4 uses, or thrown for 1d6. Oh, I see what it means. I'll give it to her. I see what that means. That's weird wording. So after that, we discard this off-road event card, because I was embarrassed to say that this is just the instructions for off-road events. Yeah, that happened. Alright. That over here. So that was 1 day. When you go off-road, you don't say, all right, well, I'll move another because his stride is 4. Once you go off-road, 1 off-road movement, that takes up your entire stride. So that was that. Nighttime. It's going to be Telepath Sonia. She is going to move 1 here, which will get the story marker, which is A. Story marker A. Read story moment 19 on page 46. 46. 19. You come upon a log cabin adorned with blooming vines. This must be the wise woman's home. I found her on the first try. All right. Surrounding the buildings are gardens of brightly colored flowers and lush green herbs. As you approach to knock, a young woman answers the door and politely asks what she can help you with. Although she appears to be barely past childhood, she carries with her a sense of confidence and maturity. You explain that you are looking for an old woman who may know knowledge of the sickness that is inflicting Drakenberg, and the people in these parts. People's in their part. She tells you that the woman you seek is her aunt, who is not currently at home. She says the sickness you speak of is not just affecting the people, but the land itself. Can you not feel the grass beneath your feet slowly withering, the trees around you rotting from within? You reply that indeed you can feel the corruption, and have sensed it time and again in this land. It is why you have sworn to rid the land of this blight and all like it. The young woman looks at you more carefully, her eyes piercing into you, assessing your worth. Then she says, "My aunt said that strangers like yourselves might come, and told me to give you this." She hands you a jar which contains a thick green substance. She says, "When you encounter the source of this corruption, use this jar to weaken its hold." The woman smiles kindly and bids you farewell. You swear that you saw lines of gray begin to appear in her hair as she shuts the door. Item, like max cap. The group gains a bottle of herbicide. Reduction 1 against a nature foe for 1 combat, range 3 consumable. Okay, so reduction herbicide. It's vitriol, tonic, bandager 3. It's like you get these tokens of different things. Spirit of wine, holy water, holy water, holy water. Lots of holy water. Flame. This guy. I will find it then in a second. While that's wanted. I'll find it in a second. The group gains 8 lore, and then continue the story to A Town in Need Choice 2. We got 8 lore. Sweet. So I will spin this bad boy to 8. Sorry, this bad boy to 8. So we've got 8 lore. Now this is my lore counter because reasons. So, and then we go to, how big is that table? My table is a 4x2, a 4-foot by 2-foot table. It is super. You are seeing the entire table right now. This is it. There's no off to the side. It actually falls off right at the edge of where you see this ability card. It falls off after that. And where you see right over here where this book thing is, it falls off after that. So it's a 4x2 table. And you know, it's a good test of board games too if you think about it. If I can fit your board game on my table, why not? Of course, I won't be fitting anything like Kingdom Death on this table, but so far Gloomhaven also has been able to fit. So, yay there. Alright, so let's see. We're on story marker 2, so we've got 8 lore. Time to take a look at those who are suffering in Wayland Point. Perhaps somebody has information that will lead to the cause of the plague. Travel to Wayland Point. Yep, so I gotta get there. That's my next thing. Alright, so we found her. Pop, pop, pop. Don't need to do this anymore because we completed that. Where is the... says the herbicide. Yeah, but see, so you get these tokens here is what I'm talking about, where it could be... I wish there was a... I need a storage solution. That's what I need. I need a proper storage solution so I could find things very easily. If anyone on who has figured it out, let me know. But I got an herbicide. I will keep that in mind. Alright. So I gotta travel to Wayland Point. So her turn ended by finding the old lady's hut. So we are here in this square here. And we can go... We can move to... No, we... Yes, we can. We can move to Wayland's Point quite easily from here. Because the roads aren't the dividers between the two. So we just kind of pop Wayland's Point. Otherwise, we would have to hit the road and do our thing. Alright. And I can explain that to... Speaking of KDM, I still can't sleep right knowing people died because of their love. Love's a brutal sport, Steven. It's contact sport. People get hurt. You find Wayland Point in a state of deep despair. Asking where you can find the physician, a local directs you to the town hall. That's a misprint. We repurposed for taking care of the sick. Through the doors, you spot rows of beds containing the infirm. The sick are covered with feverish boils on their exposed flesh. Ugh. Choice path. Do you examine the tormented sick or rush to find the doctor? If I examine the sick, I read a story moment. If not, I continue with the story. I don't want to get too close, to be honest. They're sick, so I can become afflicted. But Sonya is that type. She wants to help. Even though, and it's kind of proving to Virgil that she's not a monster. Let's go check him out. Sonya's gonna get closer. So story moment 59 on page 50. This could be bad. Walking between the rows of sick and writhing folk, a delirious woman grabs your arm. I was gathering roots in Drakenberg Forest while my husband hunted a buck. It was bad enough to feed the family for a week. We ate the meat and roots. I gathered in a stew that night. We became ill, and those sores appeared. The doctor tried everything, but it just got worse. Is my husband still alive? They can't wake him up. Do something! With her energy spent, the woman loses consciousness. All characters receive 8 lore, and a random character gains the blue story marker. What? Alright, so we need to take this to D20 territory, so I'm at 16. Yes, I have a bag of dice. Yes, I have a problem. So, I have a huge bag of dice. So we've got 16 lore now. And I'll give the blue story marker to Sonya because she was the one that really cared. So let's see, that's the green story marker, the red story marker, all but the blue. Where are you, blue story marker? Don't hide. Be my friend. Yellow story marker, blue, the last one. Okay, so blue story marker goes to Sonya because she cares so much. Alright. Page 50. Yep, alright. The physician is found quickly enough. Perspiring as he vigorously grinds herbs to make medicine, he pauses to decide if you will be of any help. Frustrated, he throws down his tools. I don't have everything in my ability to help these villagers, but nothing works. They are beginning to die from this illness. No, not an illness. A curse. If you want to help, go into Drakenberg and seek answers. perhaps then a cure could be found. So, story time. If you have the red story marker, I don't have the red story marker. So do we skip this? Yep, we skip this because I don't have the red story marker. Cool. So use town services. So we can use the town services now, and then we have to travel to the Tainted Forests of Drakenberg. So we don't have the red story marker. We skip that choice. So we have to travel here, but we get to use the town services. And what that means is every character, if we look at our town services section, which is this guy, and Wayland's Point, 2 services per visit. That means every character can do 2 services per visit. Well, my little witch hunter, because in Wayland Point there's a gypsy camp, is going to go there, and he has 55 lore left from the 100 that he used, and he's going to use 30 lore to get rid of that lycanthropy. I don't want it. I don't like it. It's not my friend. So he's going to use his 30 lore, and lycanthropy has been cured. So that's one service that he used. But he also has like 43 moolah. So he's going to... You know, last time I didn't have a torch, it boned me. So I'm going to use 5 gold, spend 5 gold to buy a torch. Yep. 5 gold, and I'm going to buy a torch. I'm going to buy me some fire. So he's going to spend 5 gold, which will come off his money. So he's at 47. Yep. So he's going to buy 5. 37. That's right, I did math in my head. 37. So he has 37 out of his money that he had from last plus the 4. And he's going to, that's his second service, is to cure lycanthropy, which is 30. So he spent 30 of the 155. So he spent... And now he is... So he's down to 25 unspent lore. And he cured lycanthropy, and he bought a torch. Especially since we're going into the woods. Her turn. She is going to... 2 services. Let's see, what can she do? We can buy an item. Let's see. Bring for repair, a damage for 10 coins, which is what he's going to do. Gain a windshield item. Token. That's 20 gold. Ooh. So she can spend 30 gold to get a pet, but I think that's going to be his 2 thing. So I want her to get something that's going to be helpful. She's also going to buy a torch for 5, because, yeah. And so it doesn't hinder her if we're ever in darkness again, so that's the first thing she's going to do. The second thing she's going to do is... Let's see. You can go to the chapel and do blessings to gain a +5 defense. So her defense is already +5. So her defense is... Sonia. Oh, I didn't add that in from when she got that thing, so it was +5. So mod 5. If I do it again, it'll be a mod 10. Her defense is going to go to 48. Interesting. Yeah, I need her to be able to hit, though. She's going to burn this thing out quickly. And I don't need her... And then she's got 4 more of these, so she needs an item. But I can't buy an item. Random own weapon, reinforced weapon. You can only buy items... So there's no buying items in this place, huh? Interesting. Alright, so... What can she do for her second item? She's gonna buy a whole. So she got a torch for 5. She may buy a holy water at the chapel. Receive 1 rumor card once per story or any number between stories. Character may only have 1 rumor at a time. Rumors are found in the Dark Tales expansion. So, we're not there yet. So there's no rumors to have in the base game, and we're just playing with what's in the base game. Okay. So we will go with. She can either get holy water. She can get liquid frankincense, spirit of wine, 10 might for 4 rounds. Cool, cool. The holy water fill for +2 damage for 4 uses, thrown for 1d4 damage. So that's another AoE. Let's see, what else can she buy? The vitriol. Like I said, I need the tonic recovers 6 vita. Oh, she's gonna buy an expired tonic for 10 gold. Because we've already got bandages, and I just dropped that all the way on the floor. So we've got bandages. She'll get the expired tonic, so she can have some fortitude. So that ends hers too. The man here, he is going to go to the tinkerer. He's going to spend 10 gold to repair his bale hook, giving him that +5 might that he loves so much. So that means that his might is, let's see, he became blessed, so he has +5 might. So he was already at 10, now he's at 15 might. So he's at a 15 to hit. I like that a lot. I like that a whole lot. So he has a blessing that gives him +5 to might and absorption 1. So let me update this. And then he's going to so he'll get a +5 to might, which puts him as that, and then the blessing gives him another +5, so he's at 15 to hit. Ooh, I love it. So that's the first thing he does, and he spends 10 gold on that. And then he's going to spend 30 gold for a total of 40 to get an animal companion from the stables. So we grab our animal companion deck. Lycanthropy was awesome in Skyrim. In Skyrim. In this game, not so much, because if I draw a night card on the road and it's or on the off-road and it's a full moon, they attack their party. I don't want to skirmish with a werewolf. Sorry. So, alright, so we shuffle it up. And he gets a horse. He got a Mustang, which means his stride is +1. So his stride is now 5. Looking for more combat, but that's okay. So that was his 2. So he spent his money. We're good. Alright. Now our job is to travel to the Tainted Forests of Drakenberg. We leave the town in daytime. It goes to the Avenging Madman. Hey, stride, 5. We need to get here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we go there, shuffle up the road events, and we're gonna do a road event in the daytime. Listen to me, watch me bend my cards. Watch and cringe. I heard, it's like all the voices have cried out and then were silenced. Alright, so we go here. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Alright. Road event. And it's daytime, because on road events you have nighttime events, daytime events. If it's a full moon, you'll see a moon appear over here, but it wouldn't have been at nighttime. And that's kind of bad. Okay, don't get into this evil bending. I'm a bender. I love it. Alright, oppression. The day was gloomy and oppressive, and nothing seemed to go right for me. The leader must pass a nerve 6, or be cursed. Come on. His nerve is a +2, so he needs to roll a 4 or higher. A 4 or higher. I got a rock. I rolled a 1. So either lose 1 positive status or become cursed. Let's see what cursed is, because I'm plus 15 to hit. You have been afflicted by a cursed misfortune. Your max vita is reduced by 4, and you receive -1 to all skill checks. I was at plus 15. Plus 15. I can't lose 4 vita and minus on my skill checks. I can't. So I guess I gotta lose the blessed effect. I gotta lose the blessed effect, and I'll be down to plus 10 to hit. The rolls have begun. So I'm no longer plus 15. I'm plus 10 now. Sad days indeed. Sad days. Nighttime, it's her turn. Alright, so she is going to move. She has her stride up +1. I missed 2 things that I was supposed to do at the start of the story, and I'm going to do them now because I missed them. She has the lucky coin. Pass a trickery of 8. She rolled a 1. Don't even worry about it. Pass a faith roll. So faith +1. Pass a faith of 8. So he has to roll a 6 or higher. I rolled a 5. So don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Nighttime. Her turn. Her stride is 5 because she got the blessing. Not the blessing, the one that boosted stride. She has a stride. Oh, it's because of the Ring of Moonlight. That's what it is. The Ring of Moonlight gives her a +1 stride. So, oh, and she would have gotten -2 coins. See how I'm doing corrections as I play? So, and she got -2 coins because the Ring of Moonlight says whenever it's time to get money, -2 coins from it. So she has 2, not 4. All right, so 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drakenberg. We made it. At nighttime. Fantastic. All right. The Afflicted Forests. As you enter Drakenberg, you feel the prickling of an unearthly energy in the air. It calls to you, urging you forward, welcoming you to oblivion. You shake the disturbing feeling and wander deeper into the forest. There are signs of decay everywhere. You see the trees that have begun to grow in bizarre patterns like the runes of an ancient language, spelling out words of despair. The path narrows and the canopy of trees above you grows thick, blocking out the light. In the gloom ahead, you spot an ancient stone archway, barely perceptible in the distance. Encounter time! Alright. So let's find that map. Go here. A lot of stuff to move about. Map time. Oh. Yes, that was right. So it is this map. We've got a... Yes, I did the +1. Okay. Did I miss something? Let me know if I missed something. So someone said like +1. So it's +1 for the ring for stride. So it's a 4 + 1, 5. Let me know if I missed something. Alright, so that goes there. We get a lovely, lovely... No, not you. Not you. I don't want you. You. The minis are going to come out soon, I promise. I promise. I didn't scrub all these minis not to use them. So this is here. And so, primary goals. Get all characters to the exit zone to continue the story. The exit zone is here. This is over here. This is not part of the exit. Optional goals. Investigate all search locations. Investigate the archway by completing this map skill check of archaeology +6. We'll take a white die. +6 over here. That's what we need to do to make it. Looks like we made it. Yep. Alright, so that's where we are. Everybody, mini time. Story time. Let's see her. So we've got the start location. We've got our lovely, lovely telepath, Sonia. We have our wonderful, wonderful witch hunter, Virgil. And we have our crazed madman, Toral. For people who loves painting minis, this game is for you. The dice given and the dice taken away. No, I was... Oh, you were 2 minutes late. Alright, so our turn. She's the main person to go. We need to move. Let's see what happened. This is suspect. Because why is no one here? And the candle is on, which means it is dark. Oh no, it's lit. It is lit. Attention. The strange trees around you seem to reach out and threaten your passage, almost as if they possess a dark will of their own. At the end of the adventuring round, the leader must roll a d10. On a 1 or 2, the group must skirmish with a dark oak. There's the problem. There it is. I was like, yeah, that's weird, dark oak. Alright, so skirmish dark oak. I got the dark oak card right here. I will put it over here, just to know that it's something that has to happen. And here we go. So strides 5, 5, 4. It calls to us. It calls us. You know I'm gonna go for it. We're probably gonna die, but I'm gonna go for it. So he's gonna move. Oh, it's her turn. She goes first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the witch hunter. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the madman. 1, 2, 3. Ugh. Who's here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. She is in charge of our fate. A 1 or 2, bad things happen. Here we go. I rolled a 10. Oh, that's awesome. So, next move. Archaeology. Does anybody have archaeology? No. You know who has archaeology? The archaeologists. So, Nothing's really attacking us. It's kind of free movement. We all engage with the Dark Oak if that happens, if we skirmish. So I don't have a problem with splitting the party here. So it's just going to be straight rolls for whoever. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're gonna try. I gotta beat a 6. I rolled a 9. Awesome. All right. So, in a small clearing stands an ancient stone archway, its surface encrusted with ancient writing. Inspecting them closely, you begin to see patterns that were not apparent before. Can you divine their meaning? And I succeeded, so I read story moment 83 on page 52. You are between worlds. 83. Ooh, wrong read. Revitalization comes upon you that this is an ancient incantation of significant power. You quickly scribble down the writings for safekeeping. Receive 1 ritual. Oh yeah, and she can hold rituals. All right. We get 1 ritual. All right. She gets this card. Energy flux. Gather earthly energies to revitalize your group. All characters fully recover their power points on an occult 9 check. Oh boy, that's fantastic. She's got a ritual. I'll put it over here with this. So she can do that when we're running out of power points. Pop that baby, get it back up, and then she's going to be brain crushing forever. Alright, so we solved this riddle. This goes away. And then that was her movement. Now it is, well, I did it out of order. She was supposed to go then him, then him. Instead, I did him, her, him. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Party leader. Roll it. I rolled another 10. Fantastic. Let's get a move on. So her turn first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll get her here. His turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he will investigate. He will roll a search. No, he won't. He will not roll a search. He won't do it. He'll stay there. He'll stay there. He'll stay there. He will not do a search roll. Then we will go to... where were we? Where were we? Then we'll go to the Madman, who will 1, 2, 3 come to this side, and then he will search. The reason why I chose that because he has the rabbit's foot, which gives him a +1 to his roll. So he's going to look on a search. Let's see. It doesn't say what I have to pass to get that. I think it's a 10. I have to get a 10. Let me verify that. Searches. Searches! Searching, 22. I love this book. Glossary, index. Index is a beautiful thing. And table of contents. Whoever's making games, take this. Have an index. It works. 22. Instead of spinning through the book and being confused. Alright, so search. To begin the search, roll a d10. Otherwise, unless otherwise specified by the story, the results are... Okay, depends on what I roll. Here we go. I rolled a 9. 8 to 10, success. The character can draw 1 item from the item deck. And I rolled a 9. Fantastic. He gets a compass. Exhaust to draw 2 road events instead of 1, then discard 1 of your choice on exhaust when you visit a town. So he gets another enchantment when road events come up. Alright. He's doing pretty well. Alright, so that got rid of this. And we've searched everything that's here. Let's keep it burning, folks. Keep it burning. So, at the end of the round, she needs to roll to see if we get skirmished. I rolled a 9. So, her turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Witch Hunter's turn, 1, 2, 3, 4. Big man, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's going to roll again. I rolled an 8. The numbers are going down. I rolled an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, 4. She can't break the corner like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he got to the exit zone. We go again. I rolled a 3. It says on a 1 or a 2, I must skirmish. I rolled a 3. 1, 2. Ooh, knocked him over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's on the exit zone. 1, 2, 3, 4. We made it out and we got everything. Bye, Dark Oak. Forget you. I don't want to fight you. You're a terrible person. So we made it to the exit zone. The Vile Oak. After hours stumbling in the dark, the trees begin to thin. The forest is silent, all signs of life seemingly extinguished. You enter a clearing enclosed enclosed by dead trees stinking of decay. In the center of this cursed place looms a colossal oak tree, whose canopy spreads beyond sight, shading the entire area. The branches of the monstrous tree begin to sway, and a large crevice appears in the center of its trunk. Jagged bark fragments forming a mouth. You realize that this must be the affliction that is plaguing the forest with its foul curse. Affliction time. Alright. So, affliction map. Slip. Fighting an affliction. That map is this guy. Nope, turn around. This guy. Right here. Alright. Back. We have the Colossal Dark Oak. Let's see if I have that many. Ahem. Ahem. No. What do you look like? Colossal Dark Oak Tree of Doom. Let's see what it looks like on the big cards. On the things that you get with the game as an affliction. Otharian, the Colossal Dark Oak. It doesn't really say. Oh, it's that thing. All right, so there is a mini for it, and I'm gonna show you because I didn't put it together. So this is its body. This is horrible things that come out of its hands. So we can snip. Oh my gosh, this thing's insane. This is its head. So that's what it looks like. And then more body parts that just keep on a-coming. That is it in pieces. So it looks like it's got the clawed hands. Applied pressure. Because it looks like it comes in different pieces. You guys are actually watching me put together a mini on the channel. Ooh, that is wrong. That's wrong. Pop them out. I'll put these arms in because that's crazy. The back guy. Wow, that looks wrong too. What's this thing? So this is its face. I know that for a fact. Put that on. Here we go. So we got its face on. And its arms. Oh, I got two of the same side arms. That's probably what happened. Because it's not really matching up. I got two of the same side arms. This is something that happened on the channel. Oh, that's subtle. It's suitably terrifying. This is something that was put on the Facebook channel, the Facebook page where people receive two of the same arms. I did too. I said I put in my survey that I did, so I need to get more than two arms. So we're gonna give this thing just both. Just weird looking, like Rachel. If people know what movie that's from. All right, so we'll just make it horrifying like that. All right, so it's there. Horrifying creature indeed. And then we will do, and the arms are supposed to be facing back, not forward. Supposed to be like this. Arms face back. Doesn't it look like the hands, like I forgot the name of the sister from Pet Sematary. There it is. There you go. Say it's like Rachel. All right, so that goes there. That's a thing that's happening. Let's see. And there's two other problems. There are two dark oaks. Encounter the colossal dark oak affliction and two dark oaks. One is here. This is what they look like. Horrible creatures. So one is here, one is here. And guess where we start? Hey! Alright, so let's get their cards. We've got... We'll do some shifting on my tiny table. We've got the Dark Oak. And we need to find the affliction of the Colossal Dark Oak. Oh, the afflictions are at the bottom. There's Lotharian, because I punched him in his face. I don't want to spoil too much, so I'm trying not to show all the afflictions. Alright. Okay, his health is probably ridiculous, but that's okay. So, defeat our primary goal, defeat all foes, and then we read after the fight to see what happens. Okay, so these crazy creatures here, because I'm playing with 3 players, have 22 health each. So the critical roll dice shall be their health. 22. Not gonna fight with matching colors right now. Is that? You know, D20 people. Here we go. 20. And his health is 44. Oh, I'll put a 4 on this way. And then 2 D20s. We can do this. We can do this. I just have to keep telling myself that. We can do this. We can do this. And this is the... So... Kraken dice and weird offshoots, so he has 44 health. Okay. So... We gotta work with what we got. This side, that guy. Alright? This side, that guy. Keep reminding me. Right? Okay? Vexalia, this guy, red die, that guy, and then this horrible creature is in the center. But we have to roll for first strike, and she is in charge of this rabble. So, would she be? No, we moved to the next one. It would have been the Witch Hunter. So the Witch Hunter is in charge of this rabble. So we need to see who goes first. Highest number wins. 2 8s. 2 8s, an 8 and an 8. So on a tie, per the rule book, I get to decide. And guess what? I'm going first. On a tie, I get to decide I'm going first. Alright, so the Witch Hunter. A Fortis would have been great for him. But it's okay. He is going to fire his shot. Fire his first arrow. Well, before I go all ham and shooting and crazy, let's see what we're dealing with. The Dark Oaks. The Dark Oaks attacks have a reach of 2. If there are more than 2 Dark Oaks active in combat, stride on the map is reduced by 1. The Colossal Dark Oak Affliction and Tainted saplings are included in this count. Okay. And then bad stuff happens if they hit. They have a +4 to hit, because it's dusk. Their defense is 48, and their stride is 2, so they lumber. The Colossal Craziness receive 2 attacks per round. The Colossal... the Colossal Dark Oak does not move, but can target all spaces on the map due to its immense size. Cool, 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 cool. And its defense is 55. I really could have used that 15. All right, so I'll put that out there for people who don't get the minis and want to know what the specific affliction looks like. All right, so here we go. So he's down to 4, 4, and 3. He's going to take a pot shot at the affliction. I have to beat all foes, but why not start there? Actually, he'll move. He has 3. He'll move here. You can see the creature. He's going to shoot this one. Let's kill these things. So I got to hit a 48 or higher. A 28. It has begun. He is going to use his tracker active ability to spend a power point. He has 5, so now he's down to 4. A power point to re-roll that madness. 93. There we go. Roll the 93. So that hits. He does 1 plus 1, 2 plus 2, 4 damage. So min damage. What does focus do? What is the focus ability? Focus. Gain plus 1 play might. Oh, my might goes up by 1. Okay, so that's 94. Alright, so he does 4 damage to this guy, knocking him down to 18. 18. Okay. She has 6 power points. Alright, so now it's the Madman's turn. He is going in here, and he is going to attack that dude. And it's a plus 10. What's it? Plus 10. 7, so 67 plus 10, 77, which hits. He's going to do... Machete. A 1. A 1 plus... a 1 plus 2, 3 damage. This one goes to 19. This is not looking good. His hit points are fine. Alright. So then her turn. So she's got a couple things she's going to do. So she's going to... I have the salve. And if I use the salve from the wise woman, from ye old wise woman, that was in the herbicide, because that's what she's going to use on that thing. I never went digging for it. Herbicide. Affected. I don't think I got any herbicide tokens, because that's what I'm going to use on this thing. Spirit of Wine, bandages, holy water, wanted poster, bandages. Vitriol. Torch. So he has a torch. Let's see, sorry. She bought a torch too. Oh no, she doesn't need to buy a torch. Actually. She doesn't need to buy a torch, she has her lantern. I do not have herbicide. Awesome. Fantastic. Alright, so let's see what herbicide is. Wise Woman's Armament A46. Reduction 1 against the nature foe for 1 combat, range 3 consumable. Reduction 1. Reduction means... Reduction means... Attack damage is reduced by that number. So attack damage is reduced by 1. So herbicide's coming out. She's going to use that. Then she is going to attack with her lantern. For 77, 77, which hits, which is a 2 plus 1, 3 plus 1, 4. Yeah, that's 4 damage to this guy. So she knocks that 4 off. So he's at 40. Okay. Paint ouch time. So they are going to go and they move. Well, they've got range 2, so they don't need to move, and he does, so nobody needs to move. Dark Oak first. 38 plus 8. 46. So 46 to the Witch Hunter is enough. He gets hit. And I rolled an 8. Pummel. A gigantic tree branch smashes into you, inflicting 2d6 damage and causing you to become fractured 4. So 2d6 damage. Ugh. I can give you this 4 and take that. 6 damage on him. So he's at 18. Spin. 18. And become fractured test 4. So fractured means this is hurting. Fractured. A negative status. Your body's become broken, impeding you from fighting against evil. Receive -10 defense. You may only use 1 hand item slot. Resist with trickery skill bonus. So I'm restrict. So I have to roll a 4 to resist on trickery. I rolled a 3. I just have to roll a 4. Anyway, that happens. So he is fractured. So he can only use one hand weapon, which is this one, which is fine, the crossbow. Oh no, the crossbow is a 2-handed weapon. He can do nothing. He's gonna do. So he broke his arm. Awesome. This guy is going to attack the Highwayman. I mean the Toro. For 29 plus 4, 34, which is not enough to hit him. Alright. The tree is going to attack twice. Closest targets, which is Virgil and Toril. And Virgil's hurting. 38 plus 8 hits the Madman. 52 plus 8 hits him. So there was an 8 and a 2. So the 8, the Dark Oak attacks all characters within reach. 1d4. So everybody gets hit for 2 damage. You lose 2. Go down to 19. And you go down to 16. And its second damage, which was a 2, Nature's Revenge. The tree attacks all characters for 1d4. Oh, sorry. Entangling Roots. Entangled. Oh, I screwed that up. Their 8 would have been the Dark Oak attacks all creatures with 1d4, which was the 8 within reach. So he would have hit him. He would have still hit him instead of 6. I messed that up. So let's roll it back. So he had health -1. So he would have been at 20 plus 2 Vita, 23. -1, 22. Sorry, -2, 21. So he'd have been at 21. He got hit. He took a 1d4. Let's make it 4 because I forgot. So 1. So that would have taken him 1, 2, 3, 4 to 18. And now he got hit again. for 1d4, which was 2, so he's down to 16. Oh, it's the same numbers. It's the same numbers no matter what. He'd be down to 16. All right, cool. He's good. He's good. I did an 8 here for the fractured on the pummel on him from this class instead of the dark oak, and that's what happened. Okay. All right. New round. No round effects. New round. What are we going to do? We're going to stay on the attack. He is not fractured. That would not have happened. So he's going to attack again. $62 plus 4, 66 to hit this thing, which is 48, which is more than enough. A 4, so max damage, sweet. So 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 damage. Make sure there's no addition to his. Why are you up 4, Virgil? Because you are favored. That's why. All right, so it would be 4. So 4. So it would be 4 instead of that. So 4 and 4, 8 plus 1, 9. So 9 damage to this guy, knocking him down to 9 health. That's why I got to reference my spreadsheet instead of their paper, or else I'll be using base hits. All right, so then we go to Madman's turn. He's going to continue with his old fun time. 41 plus 10, 51, which is more than enough to hit. 6 plus. Why is his might zeroed out? Oh no, something happened with this. Oh, that's the template. 6 plus 3, so 9 on this guy. So he goes down to 10 health. And then her turn. Her turn is she will. Let's do some brain matter crushing. And then let's do some. Oh, wait. Oh, no. No. I'm not going to mess this up again, because I messed this up during the Ethereum fight. She has a lovely, lovely ability right here. Once per story, you may spend 5 power points to summon a restless spirit to fight on your side for 1 combat. See summoning spawning during combat on page 28. You must have an open companion slot to do so, and I do. She is going to, her eyes are going to go white. She's going to spend all but 1 power point, and she is going to summon a restless spirit. So, summoning creatures. $28. Summoning or spawning during combat. Some foes can summon allies to fight with them. There are also abilities and rituals that let you do the same thing. When the character is summoned, or when instructed to spawn a creature, the entity is immediately placed on the adventure map according to the instructions of summons. So basically the instructions are, creatures summoned by other creatures, namely me, summoned ally, may be in any unoccupied space within sight. So let's go ahead and grab the Restless Spirit token, mini. Look at this guy. Oh yeah. Look at that. Ethereal. Scary. Look at the hands, man. Look at the hand. It's just so beautiful. That's what I'm summoning. So she summons a Restless Spirit to be right here. So she uses that ability, brings it on in. I need to get the card for its thing. That's the spirit. That's what I'm fighting with. That's my buddy. That's my friend. So he is my friend now, and he has 20 health. And he does nasty, nasty things when he hits people. So, small table problems. So we'll put him here. And then she will use her, she already used, nope, she didn't use her lantern last time. Yes, she did. She used her lantern. So she's going to use it again. And she is going to attack. For a 62. I have to beat a 55, but a 62 plus 3, more than enough, 65, which beats the 55. So she is going to do 4 damage. Fantastic. 4 plus 1, 5 plus 1, 6. So she'll do 6 damage to this creature, knocking it down from 20 to 14. So it is at 34 health. Alright, and let's see if this spirit activates. A summoned or spawned creature acts the round after it is summoned, acting on order of Vita. So, yep. So it is going to have some fun next round. Alright. Here we go. Red 100. Alright. This dude, range 2. That is a 25 plus 4, so 29. No dice, you don't hit him. This one, a 60 plus 0, so 70. So a 70 hits the Madman. And that's a 10 hit, so that's the pummel, so he might get fractured. Alright, so it says I take 2d6 damage. No, I don't, because I keep reading this wrong. So the Dark Oak attacks all characters within range, so 1d4 plus 4. Rolled a 2, so he takes 2 damage, so he goes from a 22 and 18. Hoo-ha. Hoo-ha-ha-ha. Then this creature's turn, which is this Affliction card. A 7. He rolled a 7. 2 zeros and a 7 plus 8. Doesn't matter. He doesn't hit anybody. No hits. No capes. Alright, so then it goes back to this guy who's going to burn his last one to attack. 71 plus 4. More than enough to hit that tree. So he will do 4. Fantastic. 4, 5, 6, 7 damage to it. So it's down to 2 health. Now it's his last shot. We'll mark this as exhaust, and then he'll step in and do a punch to see if he can knock it out. Alright. And then the Avenging Madman's going to do his thing. 83 plus numbers. I still hit the creature. So he's going to... That's a 1 plus 1 plus 3, so 4 damage to this creature, taking it down to 6. Okay. Then her turn, which means this thing's turn. So she's going to continue on her crusade against this big oak for a 96 plus more, which is fantastic. So she hits. She does 1 1 plus 2, so 3. She does 3 damage to this tree, knocking it down to 31. Now the Restless Spirit turn. 85. 85 hits that big tree and it rolled a 5. Psychic Assault. The Restless Spirit sends out a wave of psychic energy. Lose 1d6 Vita and 1 power point. So the creature would lose 1d6. It takes 1d6. for 1 point. So it takes 1 more point, so it's down to 10. Alright. Okay. Their turn. Big tree. 81, which hits him. Entangle. Roots ensnare you, making you lose 4 Vita and become immobilized 4. So you lose 4 Vita, you're down to 12 health. 12 health. Y'all still with me? 12 health. Ooh. Okay. And become ensnared. Sorry, immobilized 5. So he needs to test 5. You rolled a 7. He's good. He's not immobilized. Alright. This creature attacking the Madman. For a 27 plus 4, it'd be 31. Still not enough to hit him. So, no hit. Big guy. 85. The dark colossal oak bites you with its jagged maw, causing 2d4 damage and razor 2. So it says receive. So that's its first attack. Does not move, but can target all. So closest one would be this guy. So he's going to lose 2d4. He's going to take 2d4 damage. Not looking good. It's a 4 and a 3, so 7. Oh! So he's got 5 health left. He's going to have to use a bandage. Alright. Then he attacks the second time, which is the Madman. 27 plus 8. That'd be 35. He has 39. Doesn't hit. My turn. He's going to use this bandage to gain 4, so he goes up to 9. Then he's going to make 1 move, and then let's see, it's got 2 health on it. I can roll a 1. I'm going to burn the Liquor of Fortis to give me 4 plus a 1d4, so it'll be a d4, and actually no, I just do 2 damage if I hit. If I hit him, I do 2 damage, he dies. So I won't use it just yet. So attack. 48. 48. I need to be a 48 regular plus up is still more than enough to hit. So he does 2 damage to it, killing this tree. It dies. All right. Now it's going to be it's the Madman's turn. Come on, buddy. I'm here and eating bacon. Alright, so here we go. 76 plus more. I need to beat a 48, so he hits it. 2 plus 3, 7. That's enough. He kills it. Oh, no, 2 plus 3 is not 7, it's 5. 2 plus 3 is 5. So it has 1 health left. And I'm so waiting for him to kill that thing. So now it is... now it is her turn. She has burned her light. So she could drink it to get plus 3 damage or throw it for 1d6 as a consumable, and then she loses it. Alright, so she is going to... I'm going to let this thing attack first. 5. So close to it. 5. It misses completely. Alright. She's going to use energy flux to try to see if we can all recover our power points. She has to get an occult 9. 8 plus 1 for occult. 9. It works. So we burn this energy flux. Fantastic. At 8. I love it. So all characters fully recover their power points. So she goes back up to 6. He goes to 5. And you stay at 5 because you haven't used anything yet. Okay. Cool. So she used that. Now she's going to do a psychic implosion. Ooh. Psychic implosion. So she's just crushed the brain matter of a foe, inflicting 1d4 and force them to lose a turn on a 6. So it's going to take 4 points of damage. Down to 20. Going down to 26 health. Did I move that already? So 4 points of damage. And then roll a d6 to see if it loses its turn. I rolled a 1. So no. Alright. This thing missed. That was a shame. That's all she's got. It's everything she's got in the tank. Alright, so... And I need to turn this to show that I'm exhausted. Alright. This creature's going to attack the hooked man. For a 9. Big ol' miss. This creature's going to attack you first, which is a 52, which hits, which is a 2. Nature's Revenge. The tree attacks all characters for 1d4. 2 damage. So you go down to 7. You go down to 17. You go down to 16. Alright. Oh, it gets another attack. 42, which you need to hit him. You do hit him. So the 2 happens. Once again, we all get attacked for 1d4. 2 damage again. So this, you go down to 14. You go down to 15. You go down to 5. Okay. That's a thing that happens. Alright, so my turn. You're going to move up into the tree's grill. You're going to drink this potion. So we got 4 burns on an extra d4 of damage. Rolled a 33, which doesn't hit. However, he's going to burn a power point to re-roll that. A 59, and he has to beat a 55. That works. So he's going to get to roll a d4. He rolls a 4. So 4 plus 2, so that's 6 damage. It's down to 20 health. That's his turn. So this thing has 3 charges left in it. So I'll keep the die, keep spinning to go. The Madman's turn. Kill this tree, and then we will do an awesome thing. Come on. 41 plus, and I have to beat, what, a 48? So it's a 41 plus 10. So 51, I hit. So I hit it, and I hit it for 4 plus 3, 7. That's enough to kill it. I'm going to burn a power point. When an adjacent corporeal foe dies, tear a limb from it and slam it into an enemy up to 2 spaces away, dealing 1d6 damage. So I burn a power point to rip a branch off of that tree because he has pissed me off. And I'm going to slam it into that guy for 1d6 damage. For 4 damage. So it's at 16 health. That was his turn. Spirit's turn. Spirit rolled a 69. So 69 and a 9. The power within you diminishes, losing 2 Vita and 2 power points if you do not have enough power points to lose an additional 1d4. So it loses 2 health going down to 14. And it doesn't have power points to burn, so it's going to lose an additional d4. 1 point. So it goes down to 13. Okay. Then her turn, she is going to crush the brain matter for using one of those. Oh, she used it before too, and I didn't take it down, so she's down to 4. So for 1d4 damage, you take 2 points of damage, so you go down to 11, and then we roll a d6 to see if you lose your turn. A 6! Yes! Yes! It loses its turn. Cool. That ends the round. It is the creature's turn, but it loses a turn because of what happens. We go again. The man, oh man, is going to punch. For 63, I have to beat a 55. So, oh yeah, that hits. So it's going to be 2 damage plus 1, so 3 damage. And this goes down to 2. So 3 damage on this guy. Takes him to 8. 8 health. Sweet. Then the Avenging Madman's turn, he's going to turn with crazed look in his eye. And he's attacking. For 51 plus 10, 61. I have to beat a 55. He hits. Ooh. For 2 plus 3, so 5. It is down to 3 health. The spirit's turn is a 36 plus 3, so 39, not enough. Spirit misses. Her turn, she is going to burn a power point to crush the brain matter to deal 1d4 damage. For 2 damage. It's down to 1 health. It's down to 1 health. Can I do anything? Can I do anything? I could have drank the salve before I did it, but whatever. Now we need to roll a d6 to see if it loses its turn. I rolled a 5. So nope, it gets its turn. That ends the round. 1 health left. We're gonna kill it. So it's dead, but it just depends if it kills him. So it gets 2 attacks, it's attacking its 2. So 78 on him, and that's an 8. Pummel. I think that might be it for our dude. 2d6 damage. And fractured. 9 damage. Yep, that's it. So he goes down. Where are you, my good man? Here you are. But death is not the end. So he goes down, and his mini is replaced by his ghost. Put his mini with his card. And we flip his card over for the ghost portion. So he rolls, and when he rolls, this is what happens. And he has to burn ghost points. So he starts with 10 ghost points. And if he runs out of ghost points, he goes to limbo. So this is what happens when he does his thing. So he is a ghost now. He has fallen in battle, and his spirit has risen wise from his grave. Alright, and then the second attack is a 16 plus 8. Still not going to be enough to hit the Madman. His turn. He has 10 ghost points. So that's 10 health. He is going to attack. For 81. 81 hits. 1 is what he rolled. Damage a foe for 2 Vita. It dies. He didn't quite make it, but it dies. Alright. Character doesn't have the green story marker, just the blue. So here we go. You strike a killing blow to the terrible aberration, causing the tree to fall still. Your feeling of triumph is too short. There's a pulsing purple glow coming from the wide gaping maw of the oak tree. It looks as if the mouth of the oak is a tunnel into the earth. You realize your job is not yet finished. Into the mouth of the oak you must travel. Choose your path. You notice something shimmer high in the branches of the colossal tree. Do you wish to climb and investigate? Yeah. So anyway, before we go investigate that, we get some stuff. So the different types of monsters, they are both trees, so therefore, and this thing vanishes. And it vanishes off. She used it for the story. I thought that was the final monster, but it's not. So she used it for the story. So it goes away. So we roll our d10s to see if we find any items. You're dead. You don't get to participate in that. He got a 10, so he gets an item. She has a 7, and no pluses to search. Okay, so he gets an item. He got caltrops. I love the ghost symbol, Kate. Exhaust. To place a snare token in an adjacent space. Any entering the space takes 1d4 snare damage. He is getting some cool stuff. These are all enhancements. He's running out of item spaces because he can only have a set amount. So we're going to have to start making some tough decisions for him. Alright, so let's see. Creature dies. Whoever loves painting these things, there you go. The creature dies. And he searched. He got an item. She didn't get an item. You can't participate. And you would go down to 9 ghost points. Okay. We climb the tree. Check out what it is. Moment 17 on page 46. Gosh, it's an adventure! Moment 19. You came upon... No. Moment 17 on page 46. Try to climb the colossal oak tree to see what hangs within its branch. Any one character must pass a trickery 7 or ecology 8. He has an ecology +3, so he has to roll a 5. He rolled a 1. Yay! So, 4. Cool. Lose 2d4 Vita. Another character may attempt it if they wish, otherwise you may abandon the effort. Cool. I rolled 6, so he lost 6 health. So he's done. Let's see, he was at 14. 6 health. So he's at, let's say, 8. Right? 8. Yeah, 8. Math isn't that bad. He's at 8 health. Whoa, we're gonna rest. We're gonna take a nice little nap. She's gonna try it with trickery. Nine, she did it. Okay, so success, reach story moment 13 on page 45. 13. You locate the shimmering object and free it from its entanglement. It is an ancient ring of simple yet elegant design. Receive the ancient Agricola artifact. Why is she finding all these artifacts? Ancient Agricola artifact. The last one, another ring. Hey Elizabeth, how's it going? Happy Saturday. +1 the ecology, +4 versus nature creatures. Plus 1d4 first. Well, we're fighting nature. Alright, so let's do some trading before we head into the maw of this garbage. But we're going to take a rest and then do our trading. Or we could go back to the village and get you sussed. But we'd have to walk all the way back to Wayland Point with a ghost. You might end up in limbo, my good man. Alright, so he's going to pass the compass and the caltrops. And he's going to take this ring. So his ecology is now +4. And he gets a D4 versus nature creature. So if he hits, he's going to be doing some beat up damage. Cool. This is going to go to... We'll give her the caltrops. And we'll give the ghost bag the compass. And he has a torch in his bag, but he used his bandage. Let's see. Cool. We're gonna take a rest. We're gonna breathe for a second. Breathe. And with rest, we can go to the back and say resting. Page 22. Page 15. Go to page 22. Go to page 15. Go to page 16. So page 15, resting. All characters recover 4 Vita, 4 power points, and 4 ghost points. So you're back up to 10. 4 puts you at 19. Come on. Where are you, 19? Show yourself. Here it is. 19. And you go to 12. Get 4 power points, so you're back up to full. You're back up to full. You didn't need it, but sure, put you back up to full. Okay. And then the leader rolls a D. Oh, that's on the road. Okay, yep. So we're good. That's what we get. All right. He is going to use his bandage, go up to 16. I don't like him being that low. Okay. So his bandage is used. She's okay. She's at 19, which is fine. Why is this on here? That isn't there. This has 2 more uses, but can't use it just yet. This is all characters recover 1. I should use that. There's nothing else to really add up for the bookkeeping, so we're ready to continue with our ghost. So we climbed the tree, we got the ring. Sweet. Attention, if needed, you may now travel... Oh, if needed, you may now travel back to Wayland Point using the world map in order to purchase supplies and take advantage of other town services. When you return to Drakenberg, immediately continue to the Buried Secrets. Yes, please. I was also supposed to get lore and money. So, lore, 35 lore, money 8, plus 20, 40, so more lore. That might have leveled us. I'll have to see. That might have leveled us. So, plus money. So 10. So 18 gold comes to them. Plus 4. 22 gold each. Except for you. You get -2. So you don't get any money. So you get a ton of money. We're heading back to town. So we're going back to Wayland Point. I need to resurrect him. And then rested him in. I probably should have done that before I burned a long rest. I probably should have done that before I burned a long rest. I'm not going to burn the long rest. I'm not going to burn the long rest. Nope. You go down by 4, so you're at 12. And go down by 4. Well, you weren't that low. You were at 18. And your power points you burned, you were at 3. You had used 1, so you were at 4. I'm not burning the long rest, I'm undoing it. And you were at like 3. Because now we could go back to Wayland Point. I'm going to rest at the inn, which isn't a long rest, and get this guy back on his feet. So back out to the map. Don't forget your golden lore. Yep, I got the golden lore going as well. Okay. All right, so we're back out on the map. on the road again. We're here. And this token passes to this dude at night. And he has a stride of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Road event. At night. I'll cover that so I don't spoil for people who want to play this game. The cold, dark night frightened... Alright, I need to read it closer. So there you go, people. For who want to pause it. The cold, dark night frightened our traveling companions beyond their ability to cope. One random militia companion within the group flees in fear of their life back to the safety of town. I don't have any militia. Cool. Daytime. Passes to her. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We get back to Whalen Point. Whalen Point, I get to do 2 services per. So let's go and bring this dead guy back to life. So let's see, where are you? Chapel. Blessings, donation. Nope. Chapel didn't do it. Who brings you back to life? Physician. Receive a revival of a ghost character back to life with half the Vita and full power points. Cannot revive those in limbo. 20 gold. So 20 gold is going to get spent, and I'll do all the math. 20 gold is going to get spent to bring you back to life with half health, half your health, and all your max power points. So your Vita was at 20 plus 2. So your Vita was at 23. So half of 23. Well, half of 20 is 10. 3 rounded down. So half 23 would be 11. You got 11. Max power points of 5. And you're back in business. You're no longer dead. Okay. Then second service is we're gonna take a nap. So he's gonna recover as the second service, spending 10 more gold, which he'll get from party funds. So that's 30 gold spent overall to recover all health, recover all power points, and 3 Vita. So 3 Vita, so he goes to 14. So he's at 14 health. Cool. Alright. In town, it'll pass to him and we'll leave town in the daytime. So in town, we're gonna do some stuff. So we have, let's talk about this. So we have, the goal we got was 18, 20. So that'll take care of his resurrection. And then we'll use his gold that he had left over to give him his rest. Then we have... So now the Avenging Madman has... he bought a companion. I didn't mark that off. Getting a companion from the stable cost him 30, so he only had 10 left. He's down to 12. Madman's down to 12 gold. And then let's talk about Sonia. Bookkeeping time! Sonia bought stuff. She bought a torch, which costs 5 gold, and then she bought a expired tonic for 10, so she spent 15 gold so far. So she 43. So 28 gold she has left, 29, 30. Cool, she's gonna buy a pet. So a pet costs 30 gold, so she's gonna get a companion for her second act. She got a cobra. Non-ethereal foes that enter a space adjacent lose 1 Vita. It's just gonna start a biting. And you're like, hey, you should rest. Nope. Nope. All right, so that is her 2. His 2. He has. So that'll spend down hers. So she has 8 gold left. And he has. He has 12, 13, 14. So that's what he used. So he has 14 gold left. How much does it cost to sleep? 10 gold. So he's going to take a nap. So he's going to get back 3 Vita, going up to 15. And max out back to his power points. And that will be all. So he spent 10, so he's down to 2 gold. Well, 4 gold with these 2. All right, let's talk about lore because they level up. So, yay. Let's talk about lore from these. So we get, per each, 20 lore. We fought 2 of these, so that's 40. 40 and 35, which is 75 lore. So they were at 155. Plus 75. We'll put them at 210 lore. So 200, cool stuff. 200 lore levels them up. Yay! So for our lovely telepath, she can prevent one ranged foe from moving during their turn once per turn, or prevent one ranged foe from targeting you once per turn, which means they'll target somebody else. I'm going to take this one, prevent one ranged foe from moving once per turn. So I'm going to use that one. That's going to be the one that she chooses, and she gets 1 ability point. Basically what this means is when I go back to the Church of Crossroads, I get to pull an ability card and buy it. So, for 1 ability point. So that's the one she's going to pick. The Madman. You may reroll a failed nerve check once per chapter. You may give allies +1 to their check in removing their spook status. I'm going to go +1 in spook status. Even though the witch hunter cannot become spooked, my telepath, and he can. So let's go ahead and give him that. And then for our witch hunter, we gain 1+ damage versus occultist, or gain absorption versus occultist. I'm going to take the +1 damage. So if I run into a cultist, +1 damage to his face. Remind me of that if I forget it, because I haven't added it to the bookkeeper sheet yet. So that'll be fantastic. Okay. Rituals. I want to see if rituals go away when I use them, or if they are just become untapped when I take a rest. Let's see. Oh, resting on the world? Oh, if I do the world map, it goes up higher. Okay, so... Rituals. Ooh, that's not on there. Spells. Maybe? Ability? Or, surprise, ritual's not on here. So does anyone who has played the game, do you by chance know, while I'm looking this up, if rituals go away once you use them, or if they just become tapped and then I can untap them when I rest? Rituals. And I'll just keep glancing up at the chat. So, ability cards, ability types. It's not an ability card, ritual card. I know when I read this book, like, I read through this book a couple times, and I know I saw rituals in here. Let's see. Rituals. Prayers and ritual cards. Let's see. Prayers, no. Rituals come from an old manuscript in arcane works. In some cases from the Necronomicon itself, in the ancient book holding great power. Many of its pages, blah blah blah. For both prayers and rituals, each page contains a different rite, which may be used then discarded. On a character's turn, if they possess a prayer, they make a faith check. If they possess a ritual, they may make an occult check. If the check fails, the character is unsuccessful in activating a card, but it's not lost. Once it is successfully performed, it is discarded. Bye! So, that, and I didn't add in the 16. I still have to add the 16 that I got from doing other stuff, so I haven't forgotten that. This was just getting us to level. The next level up is 600. I mean 300. I'm not there yet. Alright, so they've leveled up to level 2. They don't get more health, it's just new abilities on their lore tree that they get. So, cool. Okay. That ends that. Let's get back to it. So, we're leaving town. It's daytime, it would go to him. He has a stride of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We draw a road card. And the date time. The hunt. Alright, so let's see what it says. We spotted a group of deer close to the nearby woods. Time for a hunt. Each character may pass Ecology 5 to go on the hunt. Successful characters gain +1d4 Vita by filling their bellies with a good meal. Alright, let's do it. His Ecology is 1, 2, 3, 4. He just needs to roll a 1. He automatically will succeed on this. So he got a 6. He gets 1d4 Vita because he comes back with some grub. And he rolled a 4. Fantastic. So he goes up to 19 health. She is going to go on the hunt. She has to pass a 5. She rolls a 9. So she gets 1 health. And this would be refreshed. So she goes up to 19. And remember, we haven't used our long rest yet. He's going to go on the hunt. He got a 10. He gains 3. He's 3 health back, so he goes to 17. I'm less scared. I'm less scared right now. This thing has 2 burns left on it. That ends that road event. That was a nice one. Okay, so nighttime. Past the Avenging Madman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Almost made it. Nighttime. Brigands. Ah. Gross. Brigands. Alright. So, Brigands. Traveling the road at night was dangerous, as we soon discovered. The leader must pass an awareness 7 to notice brigands hiding among the trees. Skirmish with highwaymen. If you pass the check, reduce the counter by 2. If you fail, increase it by 2. I need to pass a 7 awareness. He is not aware. He rolled a 10. What? So we're getting jumped, but at least I'm going to subtract it by 1 by what I rolled. So now instead of it saying max all the time, where are you? Instead of it saying max all the time, now you actually get to see me roll for how much people we're going to run into -1. 3 -1, 2. So we're dealing with 2. 2 guys jump out and it's like, huh, I warned you. And they're gonna attack us. Because it's a skirmish, they go first. This health loss thing is gonna nag me. They got an 80 and a 10, so 90. So they hit everybody for 1d4 +2 because it was higher. Oh. 4 damage. 15. This is killing me. Literally. 15. And 4 damage takes you down to 13. Alright, people. Can we kill these things, please? We have to hit, it is dusk. Just gotta hit a 42. Yep, 71. Boink. 90. Dead. So we've killed them. We get gold. They came to kill us, and we killed them. And we get There's 2 of them, so 8 gold. And she gets 2 less. Seven, 8. He gets just 7. Nope, sorry. 5, 6. And he gets 5, 6, 7. Okay. Killed and took their money. Took their lunch money. That's mine now. Alright, so then it passes to daytime to her, or we'll step back into the woods, and we go back into the story of Buried Secrets. Buried Secrets. The colossal oak tree has been plaguing the forest of Drakenberg. The colossal oak tree that has been plaguing the forest of Drakenberg is now destroyed, but the source of its power remains. There's only one choice, only one clear path. Into the oak's mouth you must go. You approach the gaping maw, its jagged bark teeth covered with ichor. Attention! If any character has a blue story marker, all characters begin to feel weak and unwell. No! The entire group becomes sickened by 8. You and your caring soul. So all of them need to pass an 8. Let's see, what's... Oh boy. Second. So they gotta pass an 8 check on... Second, ecology. Resist ecology. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4. So he needs to roll a 4 or higher. He rolled 3. He rolled a 3. He is second. He rolled a 3. I'm not mad. A negative status. A foul malaise has stricken you, reducing your effectiveness in combat. In an encounter, roll damage dice twice and take the worst result. He got a 6. She's second. He got an 8. He resisted it. Second. Okay. So getting story markers is not always a good thing. Should have stayed away from the sick people. Man. You reluctantly enter the mouth of the dead tree, trying to avoid its jagged teeth. Nerve 5, all characters. We lose more health if this happens. Come on! He's got a 2. You rolled a 9. You couldn't have rolled that earlier for something that mattered. Enter as cautiously as possible, carefully avoiding the teeth, so he gains 8 lore. I'll have to remember that. She got a 5. She made the nerve check. She gets 8 lore. He got a 2. He loses 2 Vita. He goes down to 11. Okay. Not cool. Not cool. We're losing health left and right, and we don't even have anything going on yet. So we're gonna use some stuff. Yeah. Let's burn that rest, shall we? Let's burn that rest. Because we're gonna need it now that we're in this horrible, horrible state. I get 4 Vita if I do this. They'll put us back at 19 and him at 15. Power points up, so let's do it. We're going to take our long rest now. 18. You go to 19, max up. 19, max up. 15. Good. Great. Okay, in we go. So, let's see what happens next. You climb down into the tree and follow a steep passage into the depths. The dark roots of the oak direct you to traverse the narrow tunnel downward. You notice that they emit a faint purple glow and give an occasional twitch, as if still containing life. Suddenly, the roots begin to flail, causing the tunnel to quake. It's a cave-in! You heard like all my, my deep scaredness. Okay, so it is this map, and we're going to cover up this area. I'm not. So we are here. That's the map. So this is all we care about. We have location markers here and here, and we need to get here. So we all start here, here, and here. Okay. Primary goals. See the attention dialog box below continuing. You must reach the safe zone before the cave-in closes the passageway. Once all characters reach, we read on. Optional. Investigate all search locations. Available until all characters reach the safe zone. Cave-in. Any character not ending their turn in the safe zone loses 2 Vita. Okay, I'm not searching for Jack. We're getting out of here. So we're going to take 2 damage no matter what. So token is on you because you entered the forest that day, so you go first. So 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She loses 2 Vita. She'll be at 18. No, she's at 19. She'll be at 17. His turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. He loses 2. He goes down to 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As far as he can go, even though he has 6. Oh no, he has 5. She has 6. She has 5. He has 5. I went too far. It'd have been here. He'll search while he's there. There's supposed to be 1 back, but he'll lose 2, so he'll go down to 17. You roll a 6 on search. Where's that roll for? Searching. 22. On 6, the search turns out to be a waste of time and nothing occurs. Okay, that's gone. And he lost his 2. Next round, she goes first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She'll take 2. He goes down to 15. That was him, not her. She'll go down to 15. Okay, then, terrible thing. His turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. He takes 2. He goes down to 11. He might die here. His turn. He goes 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He takes 2. Goes down to 15. Her turn. She is going to get to the safe zone. 1, 2, 3. So she doesn't lose anymore. His turn. 1. I go in order. Yeah, I go in order. You can only move 4. So he could have gotten on the other side of him, but nope. So he goes down to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's safe. Her turn. She's not doing anything. Well, yeah, she's not doing anything. His turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. He takes 2. Goes down to 7. His turn, he's not going to do anything. His turn, he steps into the clearing. Good. 3. 7 health. And I use my... I'm going to die. Alright. After you reach the safe zone, looking up, you spy wispy creatures floating through the air above you, barely visible in the dimness, their eyes red with madness. Take note of you. Choose your path. These spirits are bound to this place due to a traumatic event long past. Do you want to try to convince them to pass on or purge their evil? I am going to try to convince them to pass on. Give them a chance to find their way to the light. Because I don't want to fight. I really don't want to fight. Story moment 86 on page 52. You channel the power of your faith to show the spirits that they are free to move on from this world and find peace at last. One character can make a faith check 8 check to remove one restless spirit from the map, then recover all their power points. Additional spirits may be pacified by others during their turn. However, the skill check increases to faith 9 for the second and 10 for the last. If at any time a failure occurs, you have angered them in your pitiful attempts to drive them away, and you must proceed with the encounter with the remaining spirits. They gain +1 damage during the fight. She has a faith 1, but her upgrade... she got max Vita, a ranged target for moving. Okay, so she could do that. And she is also, if I look at her sheet, I need to bring this over here just to take a look. Sonia has the fortified. Yep, nope. She's just got a +1. So she needs to roll a 7 or higher. A 7 or higher. I rolled an 8. Yes. So check and remove one restless spirit from the map, and then recover all their power points. So, okay. So we asked them to move on, and there are 3 restless spirits. So now there are 2. Old man Robbins here is going to give it a shot. He's got... on his abilities, because he didn't lose his Virgil, I call him Robbins, but Virgil, is he has a +2 now, because he is favored, so he has a +2, well, a +1 to his, so it's +2, so he needs to roll, it goes up to a 9, so he needs to roll a 7. He rolled a 5. Let's do this. Close. So we are encountering. Encounter 2 restless spirits. Reduce this by the number. Well, just encounter 3 restless spirits. Reduce this by the number of spirits successfully pacified during the story moment. Receive awards only for restless spirits faced in the encounter, and after the combat, do that. So he does a. Oh, she could do it. She's able to do it. I should be able to do it. And he doesn't. And he just pisses them off because he's like, restless spirits, gone, be gone. Alright, so restless spirits are these dudes. These are our restless spirits. Okay, so I got rid of 1, so 1 is here. 1 is here. And then she is the leader, so we roll for. He got a 4, I got a 4 as well. 4 and 4. I'm going first. So, oh, and I need to get the Restless Spirit card again. And it's Dust, so they get a +3. They both have 20 health. Critical one's easy because it's just the symbol. So, the Vax die and the red. Vax red. Red. Other one. Okay. So we go first. She goes first. Blue mark. Sickened nonsense. She is going to use her ability to tell that creature it can't come closer. It's here. And then she is going to attack this creature with the lantern, and she needs to hit on a 43. An 18! Splendid! She's going to crush the brain matter. So it takes, she'll use 1 point, and it will take 1d4 damage. 3. So that one took 3, so it goes down to 17. 17. 17. Alright. Then that ends her turn. His turn, he's going to fire a shot. 99. Almost 100. So he hits. He would be shooting at the same guy that she did. So it would be a d4. So a d4, which is a 3. So 3 plus 1, 4. Plus another one which he got for upgrade for that. So plus 2. So 3 plus 2, 5. So it takes 5 damage. It goes down to 12. Really need to be able to hit these things better. And then the Madman's turn. Swing, swing. 1, 2, 3. Let's do this. He's going all in. They're not nature creatures. Let's do it. 87. He hits. He hits in the best way possible. Brains. So he hits. He has a plus 3 to the hit, plus 10 to might, so it's 97. He has a plus 3 to whatever he's about to do. 1 point. So plus 4. So it takes 4 damage. Going down to 8. I need to get spin down dice. This is ridiculous. It's going down to 8. That ends their turn. This thing can't move because she told it nope. And her ability is not once per story. It is prevent one target from targeting you miss once per combat. So it's not doing anything, but this thing's going to attack Madman for 67 plus 3, 70, which hits. It's on a 7. Psychic Assault. The Restless Spirit sends out a wave of psychic energy. Lose 1d6 Vita plus 1 power point. I lose 5, so he goes down to 10 health. I'm going to die, and 1 power point. So he's down to 4. Alright. That ends their turn. Her turn again. 48. She had to beat a 43. 48 plus 3. More than enough. And she did it with the lantern. So cool. Cool. 1 point. Why am I rolling ones? Why? It's happening. It's happening. Someone help me. Plus 2 damage. So that is 3 damage to this creature, taking it down to 5. And then she will crush the brain matter to roll a d4 on it for 3 damage, taking it down to 2 health. And then I roll a d6 to see if it loses its turn. I roll a 6. It loses its turn. That ends her turn. This guy's turn, he's going to take a shot. See if we can kill that thing before it can go. A 5. He's going to use a power point to reroll that nonsense. A 70 plus 10, 80, so he hit. His base damage would be 2. It's enough. He kills this creature. It dies. Okay. And it would have lost its turn anyway. But it happened. Alright, the Avenging Madman's turn. Oh, wait. He uses his ability. He uses his ability. his Inquisition. I roll a d6. Let's see what happens. I got a 2. Your target refuses to talk, so I kill it. Okay. You want to talk, you die. Then the Madman's turn. He's going to walk over and get in this thing's face and go to punch it in the mouth. For 50, 10, 60, plus 10, 70. That hits. 4 plus 3, so 5 damage to it, so it knocks it down. No, 4 plus 3 is 7. It is 7, not 5, 7. So 20 and 7 is 13. So it goes down to 13 health. Then it's the creature's turn. They got a 56. Hits him with a 6. Same thing happens again. Lose a d6. And... oh my gosh. I rolled a 1. So 1 plus 1 power point, so he's down to 9. And he loses another power point. Oh, and before I forget. So that's gonna happen. But when that creature dies, it's a restless spirit. It's corporeal, it's non-corporeal. I can rip a leg off. Alright, so that ends. He's down to 9 health. This is looking bleak. So he will. So that's the end of that creature's turn. It's our turn again. He's gonna burn that last Green Lantern's light. Do 48, which is enough to hit. For 2, 3, 4 damage. So it's down to 9 health. Then she's going to crush the brain matter, burning another point. To roll a d4 of damage. 3 points. It goes down to 6. And let's see if you lose your turn. I roll a 3, so nope. Alright. Then his turn, final shot. 68, more than enough to hit. 4 damage, so max damage on that roll. 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. It's enough to kill it. It dies. Okay, so we get 10 coins and 40 lore. She doesn't get 10, she gets 8. 5. 6. 7, 8. Alrighty. So we've killed them, sent them to their rest, and we'll say after the fight. We'll deal with that in a second. This is gone. And a rubble token is here because there is no escape. After fighting, this stuff refuels. We're good. We're good. Cool. And we get 40 lore. So let me add 40 to that number. 40. So we're at 270. We're almost about to level up again. Jeez. Okay, so she still has a band-aid. She can band-aid somebody. She is going to use her band-aid on... Actually, she's going to use both of these. She's going to use her band-aid. She's going to use her expired tonic. She's going to use that on him so that he recovers 6, so he goes up to 15. She's going to use her band-aid or give him 11. He might be a spirit soon, so she burned both of those. And we've just been straight up attacking the whole time, so I haven't forgotten about flipping. That ends that combat, so we're looking pretty good. Let's read. After the fight. The spirits guarding this forsaken place has been defeated. The glow of their burning eyes extinguished forever. You realize you're standing on a man-sized structure, a dome, perhaps the roof of an ancient observatory. The routes you followed have broken into the dome ceiling and into the building. The cracks glow with an eerie purple light. How could such a structure be so far under the earth? You must climb down through the crack in the roof. You must climb down through the crack in the roof you go. Chapter 2. Yay. It looks like we're almost done with the story. So, good adventure. We're getting there. All right, chapter 2. Ruins beneath the earth. Do I get anything between chapters? Is it rest between stories? I believe I only get one rest between stories or between chapters, because I will rest right now if it's between chapters. Let's see, resting. Once per chapter, the leader may decide to have the group rest. We're at chapter 2. Rest time. We're gonna take a breather. So we're gonna rest, gain 4 Vita, 4 power points. All right. So you're going up to 19. Back up to max. You're going to 19. Max. You get 4, so you're going up to 15. You go back up to max. We rested. Okay. And the effects have fallen off as we journey into where we're going. Sweet. All right. Let's do this. There's one thing I forgot. And I'm going to say I forgot it now because someone's going to put it in the comments. When the ghost hit, when I rolled the d6 for the damage loss on the Avenging Madman the 2 times, I was supposed to roll it again, which was a 3. The other number was higher. And a 5, which you would have taken 5. So I had forgotten to do that. So it was 1 more down, so he's going to actually go down to 18. So let's keep it fair. I completely forgotten for the second effect. She never got hit. He never got hit. Okay. You climb down the glowing vines into the unknown. Eventually, you reach the bottom, and as you try to make sense of your surrounding, torches suddenly crackle to life with that now familiar purple light. You find yourself in some sort of antechamber. The room and its contents in surprisingly good repair. Oh, I forgot to roll for loot. I'll do that in a second. The tapestries framing the large stone double doors are dull with age, but their disturbing imagery is still visible. Pictures of human sacrifice and bizarre rituals dance across their fabric. Whatever once roamed these halls must have been of the blackest evil. The doors are locked with no clear way to open them. 2 monstrous statues sit at the far side of the room, angry gargoyles that stare at you with hungry eyes. Alright. So, let's roll for loot first. So he has a 5, 6, nothing. 9. Does she get a +1 to search? Nope. A 1. Alright, we found nothing. Okay. Skill check time. So, primary goals. Unlock the steel door by completing this map skill check. Trickery 6. 1 character each round. 1 character can do it. More locked doors. At least this lock seems simple. Let's give it a try. Alright, and... oh, no, before that, sorry. We're up here at awareness. Awareness 8. All characters roll awareness. The highest roll is used for the skill check. The doors are locked, so how are we supposed to proceed? Rather search the area for clues. Alright. So, all characters will roll... She has an awareness of 2, so Blue needs to just get a 6. And that's all we got. No! She got a 5. Why am I 1 away from my life? She got a 5. His ability is some ranged attack, but that's it. Okay. Cool, we failed. Skip to Stony Defense, page 16. Sweet! Stony Defense. There's so much stuff that we could have done. So many things. Anyway. The 2 gargoyle statues begin to move, emitting a loud cracking sound as years of calcified dust and dirt fall away from them. Encounter 2 gargoyles. So, cool things would have happened, and there was a completely different map that I could have gone to. Had I lived, had I passed a stinking check. Okay, so priming goal, defeat all foes, encounter 2 gargoyles. This is where we are. Alright, so the map. Pull this back. Get the new map out. So which one are you? You are this one. Okay. We got a door that is closed. This door is not open, it is shut. The way is shut. And we hide all this good stuff. All that's hidden. So that's where we are. We all start off here. And there are 2 gargoyles that want to give us the biggest hug. There they are. I can zoom in so you can see the mini. Unpainted for those who would like painting these gargoyles. That's what they look like. So there's a gargoyle here. Gargoyle here. And we find the gargoyle card. So the gargoyle card, which looks like this for their encounter, dust, so they get 0 to it. They both have 22 health and defense of 58, stride of 4, and then bad stuff happens. Okay. They both have 22 health. So back to this die of 22. 20. Oh, just in case I gotta roll that. Okay. He is the main boss lady. Oh no, it wouldn't. It would have passed to him. He is the main boss man. 7 and a 2. We go first. Fantastic. Okay, so you go first. Ooh boy. Gargoyles are immune to abilities that contain the psychic keyword. So her psychic implosion doesn't mean anything. So he will attack. He got 100. He got 100. 0 and 0. He got 100. What happens with devastating strike? All right. Devastating strike 25. If a character rolls 100, they have performed a devastating strike. This means they gain an extra move and action, or they may recover all their power points. So he gets to attack again. Fantastic. That's what happens when you get a devastating strike. Ultra combo. So he got a devastating strike, first shot, which is a 2 plus 3, so 5 damage. I'll say he'll shoot this guy for 5 damage on him. So down to 2, so it's 3 less, it's down to 17. Then he's gonna shoot it again. He's not moving. 32, he'll spend a power point to re-roll that nonsense. 87, there it is. Hit him. Hit him, hit him, hit him. Get him, get him, get him. 2 damage. 2 plus, so 4 damage, 2 plus 3. 5 damage total. So knocks it down to 12. Well. And that's where he'll be. Okay, our goal is to defeat. After combat, we get to do more stuff, so we gotta fight. So he'll stay where he is. Okay, Madman's turn. Because he's been hitting this creature pretty good, we're going to stomp, 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 and start stomping. 70, 10, 80, which is more than enough to hit, plus more, plus the 10, 90 to hit. We're going to roll 5 plus 5 plus 3. So 8 damage to this thing. 4, so it goes down to 4 health. Close. So close. Alright, so it goes down to 4 health. It's not a natural creature. So her turn. She can't crush brain matter this time. So she's gonna go. She's gonna fling a thing at it to see if we can see what we can do. 93. That hits. Rolled a 2. Plus 2, 4 damage to it. That's enough. Kills it. 1 down. 1 down. Okay, so now it is the creature's turn. It has a stride movement of 4. It has no problem getting here. No problem whatsoever. And then it's going to attack. For 91. 91 hits. Wind Gust. You and all characters adjacent to the gargoyle are pushed 2. So I gotta resist for pushed. Or does it just... Nope, pushes just happen, I think. Pushing. 29. Push it real good. When an ability or foe causes push number, the target is pushed away from the pusher. They lose 1d4 Vita, and anyone impacted also loses 1d4 Vita. So, it said anyone, you and all characters adjacent. So this guy's going to get pushed to slam into her, losing d4. This is just bad. For 2 damage. So he takes 2 damage, so he goes down to 13. He slams into her, which she takes 1 damage, so she goes to 18. Oh yes, hit damage is real. There we go, impact. He slams, so basically he is thrown 2, he slams into her on the way and then keeps going. And so he takes 2. And she takes 1. Alright, that's the end of his turn. His turn. Shoot, shoot! 74, which is more than enough to hit. For 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. So 4 knocked down to 16 health. Okay, then the Madman's turn. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, we're up in your grill. For 25 for a miss. Okay, her turn, burning another lantern. Ah, I dropped that. 37 for a miss. That's just awful. And she can't push it. Darn. Alright, creature's turn. Attacking the Madman. For a 54, which hits, and on a 4, lift off. If you have a companion, 1 is carried off and lost. No! Otherwise, lose 3 Vita and you're plucked from the ground, pushed 5 spaces. I have a companion. He grabbed my horse! He killed my horse! So, I lost my companion. I paid good money for that companion. Alright, so that ends his turn. Oh wait, I needed to move. It didn't matter. I needed to move to get here so I can hit it. This thing only has 2 left on it. I rolled a 12, but that's garbage, so I'm going to re-roll it. In PowerPoint. For 63, that hits. I hit it for 2 plus 1d4. 2 plus 4, so 6. That goes down to 10. This thing goes down to 1 use. That ends his turn. Madman's turn. 30 plus 10, 40, which is still not enough to hit. So that's trash. Telepath's turn. Final shot. Ugh. 11. And she's going to move 1, 2, 3 to stop right here. And it says non-lethal foes that enter space adjacent to you lose 1 Vita. So we'll stay like that so we don't start slamming into each other. That was just a whole junk shot. Alright. So it's in a space adjacent to me. On the start of its turns, it takes a nip. Because I moved into a space adjacent to it. So it goes to 9, but that's the only one time this happens. It's going to attack the Avenging Madman. Actually, I'm supposed to roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, yep. So it's going to attack her for 2. So it misses. 0, 0, and a 2. That was very scary. So it misses her. Okay, so then it is his turn. He's going to punch it one last time. 15, burn a point to get rid of that trash. 68, that works. So that hits for 1d4. 1 plus 2, 3 points. And this is gone. This is discarded. 3 points of damage. You're down to 6. Okay with that. That ends your turn. Madman! 82. There we go. That's a hit. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 damage. Kills it. Oh, goodness. Good, great. Dead. So it dies. We get 14 coins and 50 lore. 50 lore and 14 coins. Okay. I can't level up just yet. I'm just going to have to remember that. 50 lore, 14 coins. So let me add to her sheet. Plus 50. Cool. And 14 point. 14 here, just so I remember it. Can't wait to get this app up and running. So there we go. All right. So got those numbers down. Okay. After the combat, the doors open to reveal an ancient throne room, revealed with tall pillars stretching up into the darkness, and a throne made of obsidian and human bone. Continue to the grimoire. Oh, sorry. That's not what was supposed to happen. Oops. Oh yeah, it says after combat, the doors open. So this opens up. Reveal a door here. It says the door is open. Yeah. You travel a passageway along it are alcoves with moldy tapestries. You reach a set of double doors hanging ajar. How can a door be ajar? Beyond them is an unholy sight made of more so since it's found in a chapel. Braziers of burning coal line the inside aisle leading up to an altar. On the altar lies an enormous open book with a charred black cover. A dark amethyst nimbus of energy pulsates around the tome, in sync with the rhythm of your pounding heart. Boom, boom. The ceiling is pierced by the many thick and gnarled roots that must be from the colossal dark oak above. Stretching out and reaching for the dark energy emanating from the grimoire, you have found the source of the dark oak's animation, and the sickness plaguing the village. The floor and walls are covered in strange symbols, drawn in red blood from ages past. Every surface portrays bizarre and disturbing images. As you draw closer, you feel it sucking the life from your body, fueling its power even more. The tome rises from the altar, floating in midair. Its covers contain sharp barbs and a large eye inset on its top. Let me start that over. Its cover contains sharp barbs and a large eye inset on its top, wide and unblinking. It must be stopped, and quickly, before all is lost. So, we got fun. So we're at our combat. So we don't get to do this because we failed, but we get to do that, and we get something here, something here, and we get our next affliction. 2 afflictions in one day. It's my birthday. All right, so it's really not my birthday. So let's see. Tharian. I gotta see what the creature looks like so I can get you his thingamadoo hickey. Okay. So Abomination, the Spat Swarm. Here you are. Where are you? I just saw you. Oh, here you are. Defeat the Book of Dark Dimensions. See the Affliction Encounter dialogue box. After combat, immediately read story closing on page 17. So, we're here. This is where we are. This is our starting zone. I got it in my hand right here. I'm just kind of holding it back a little bit. So, after combat, this would re-up, because we reload. Reload! Okay. Oh. Okay. Encounter the Book of Dark Dimensions Affliction. The Grimoire is immune to all negative statuses. At the start of the Book of Dark Dimensions turn, it draws the life force from all living creatures. We lose 1 vita until the Grimoire is closed. This occurs even if it loses its turn. Once per round, characters adjacent to the Book of the Dark Dimensions may attempt to use their knowledge to reduce its power by sacrificing their action in order to make either a faith or occult check. That's one way we damage the book. So, you ready for the book? This is it. Look at that thing. Look at the pages coming out of it. Who would not love to paint this mini? So, mini painters, unite on this awesome miniature. And it's right there. Alrighty, here we go. We are where we are. Combat was over. It would gone back to hit. The Avenging Madman would be first. He lost his buddy, so his movement's only 4. He needs to get to that thing. Okay. So we can go to it to automatically deal. So if he can get to it... Oh, I forgot to get the card. The Affliction card. Don't look! I don't want you to spoil what's coming. Book of Dark Dimensions. This is its card. It's got 49 health. Plus 10 to hit. It doesn't move, but it's got a 57 defense, and then it does nasty stuff. And let me read what the special power is of it. Receives 2 attacks per round. When the book reaches 0 vita, the attacking character must pass an occult 10 less than the number of tracking tokens the group has, or it will immediately recover 1d10 vita. On a failure, the group gains a tracking token. So, yikes. Okay. So, basically, 10 less than the number of tracking tokens. And so, if I don't... Wait. 10 less than the number of tracking tokens the group has. Help me with my brain power here. if I say 10 less than the number of tracking tokens, if I have a tracking token, then it has to be 9. So that means that if my first roll to close it, I have to get a 10 on occult. That's what that sounds like to me. And then if I fail, I get a token, so then it goes 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, so it ticks down. If y'all have understood that differently, let me know, but that's how I understand it to go. Alright, so here we go. Here we go. He goes first. He doesn't have anything to throw, so he needs to get to this creature. So he's going 1, 2, 3. Ooh. There's something here and something here. The greed! 1, 2, 3, 4. It would put him here anyway, and that would end his turn. Her turn. She's got abilities, but she needs to get close to it too. So she's going to move her 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to catch up. And then she's going to attack with her lantern. And she needs to hit a 57. Got a 59. Ooh. Sweet goodness. That hits. So it takes 1 plus 2, 3 damage. And I didn't set up its health. 40, stake in 9. Alright. 20, 40, 9. So 3 damage takes it to 46. And then she's going to Psychic Implosion because it's not immune. It doesn't, nope, it is not immune, and it says it can lose its turn. So it's not immune. It is immune to all negative statuses. So we can't apply a status to it, like weakened or something like that, which is fine, but I can still do Psychic Implosion on it. Cool. So I roll a d4, take this down. And she got a 4. Sweet. So it takes 4 more damage, so it's down to 42. And then we roll a d6. A 4, so nope. And that ends her turn. That ends her turn. She's going to burn this thing when she gets there. His turn. He is going to 1, 2, 3, 4. Then he's going to take a shot. 22. Let's get rid of that trash. Running out of PowerPoints. 39. No good. No good. Alright, so then it's the creature's turn. At the start of the creature's turn, it draws the life force from all living characters who lose 1 vita until its close. This occurs even if it loses its turn. So we go down to 17. 17. And 12. Okay. So then it's turn. Special power receives 2 attacks per round. All characters are pushed. That's the thing, it doesn't say it's ranged. It doesn't have range, and it doesn't move. So that was its ability. So it receives 2 attacks per round. Whenever the book reaches 0 vita, we need to test the cult to see if we shut it or not. So it doesn't have range. It doesn't say it hits everybody. The tree did. The tree says it had range to hit everybody, so it's just there, and we need to get to it. So his turn. Let's do it. 1, 2, 5. And it says I can use my action to make a faith or occult check of 8 to do 2d4 damage. Nope, not him. Not him. 76. That is more than enough to hit. For a 5, 6, 7, 8 damage to this thing. So now 6, so it's down to 14. So 34 health. Okay. That ends his turn. Psychic's turn. She's got occult +1. She would have to do an 8. She would have to roll a 7. 7. So she will get close. 1 right here. And she will have to. She sacrifices her action. That means losing an attack and a psychic implosion. I'm not there yet. Nope, not yet. Nope, maybe. Okay, we can do. I don't know if I should try to just do the 2d4 damage to it. I'll burn 1 turn to try it. Let's try it. We're gonna sacrifice her action to do an occult 8 check. She has a +1 to occult, so now it's a +7. 7 plus. She rolled a 10. Fantastic. So she deals 2d4 damage to it. For 4 damage. So she does 4 damage to it. Come on. Where are you, 10? Knocking it down to 30 health. And then she's going to use her Psychic Implosion. Because that is not an act. So she's going to use that. And she's going to deal 1d4 damage to it. 3 damage. More. So knocks it down to 27. And nope, just 4. Okay, that ends her turn. His turn. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. And we're gonna shoot. 100! 100! Critical strike! Critical strike! What? For 2, 3, 4 damage. Next it down to 23. What? He's gonna do it again. 3. He'll burn his final 1 to re-roll that nonsense. 7. All right. Creature's turn. At the start of its turn, we go down, so they go from 17 to 16, 17, 16, and from 12 to 11. All right, they're close now, so now it gets 2 attacks. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2 on her for 66, which hits. A pulse of energy spreads across the room. All characters take a hit, are hit, and lose 4 Vita. That's the first attack. So he goes down to 12. He goes down to 12. 4 Vita's rough. Jeez, for him especially, he goes down to 7. We got 1 ghost incoming. Second attack. It's at her. 91, which hits. All characters are pushed 1d4 towards the start zone. They're pushed 1 towards the start zone. And they take 1d4 damage. They take 4 damage, so he is down to 3 health. Jeez. He is down to 8. Alright, 12, 8. Uh-oh. That big hit of that 4 hit, he's down to 8. That hurt. That hurt bad. We're struggling. Alright. So he goes first. He'll step back up, stay where he is, and he's going to attack. Push 1d4. Yeah, which was 1. Okay. So he's going to attack. 77, which hits. 5 plus 3, so 8. 5 off, you're down to 15. So you're down to 15 health. Okay. Oh, it was ranged. I screwed up. I've sent some blessings to the dice gods. I messed up again. Its first go where it didn't do anything, I need to pay attention. Right here is the ranged attack, so it could have attacked the first round 2 times. So I messed that up. My bad, my bad, my bad. Asterisk on if I win. Okay, so that's his go. He was able to hit for 8. Make sure you pay attention to this symbol here in the corner, because it would have just been shooting power. I thought it was melee. She is going to spend her action to see if she can 1d4 this thing again. Nope. She's going to attack it. For a 36 plus 3, 39, which is not enough. 6 would have been enough, but yeah. Alright, she missed. And then she's going to step forward, putting it in the path of that cobra, which bites it, taking it down to 14. We can just keep nickel and diming you all day if we want. And then she'll, so that's, yep, that's where she'll end her turn. His turn, final shot. Literally 60. So he hits. 2 plus 3, 5. So 5 damage to this. It goes down to 9 health. That ends its turn. Hit. 7. 7. 2. Alright. Here we go. 55, which hits her for a 1, and it's a 5. So Engie Pulse. A pulse of Engie spreads across the room. All characters lose 4 Vita. He is a ghost. Again. So he is a ghost. Get his ghost card. We are about to lose this bad boy if we can't take this thing down. And he has 10 ghost points. 10 ghost points. 4, they go down to 3. And 3. Ooh, boy. Okay. Oh, she didn't do her psychic implosion, which she was supposed to do, which was a d4 for 4 damage. So it is down to 5 health. And then it gets to attack again. I think this could be it. I think this could be it. If I roll... Someone's going to die. It could be everyone. 6! 16! A 16! A 16 misses. Oh, goodness. 16 misses. Here we go. Final. This is it. This is for all the tea. So he's going for 21, which is pure trash and a miss. She is going to go burning that last one. 57, which is what she needs to hit. She does 3, 4, 5 damage, which, okay. Then she has to make an occult check. Failure. She has 1 tracking token on her. And the creature gains back Creature gains back 1 health. She's going to, so she failed that on that attack. She's going to Psychic Implosion it for 1d4, which hits it. She's going to try again. Oh, she gets another tracker on her. So that's all she's got, folks. Dabba dabba, that's all she's got, folks. And it gains back 5 health. He is going to try to shut the book. For a 9er. Deals 2d4. Exactly 5 damage. Oh my gosh. A 2! No! So that's 3. So that's its action. Their turn. 2. This is not looking good for us. And 2. Where's the 2? Oh my word. Oh, I have nothing to heal with. You hit her. 39. And on a 9, the target loses 4 Vita. She becomes a ghost. If one more person becomes a ghost, we lose. So she becomes a ghost. We have enough money to get everybody back, but... And she's got 10 hit points. 10 ghost. And then... it attacks again. Oh, and a restless spirit is summoned adjacent to the ghost. But we just have to close the book. We don't have to kill a restless spirit. So let's hope that ain't a thing. It attacks again. It attacks him for 54 and hits. On a 4, our targets are pushed back. 24 to the zone. Ah! We lost. Because you take damage for getting pushed back. So he was pushed back 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 3. And push says pushing 29. But something happens when we fail. The story continues. So pushing. Lose 3 Vita and get pushed 1, but it doesn't say lose Vita. They lose 1d4 and anyone impacted loses 1d4. And I rolled a 4. For the target. So 4. So you actually are down to 6 ghost points. You're closer to limbo. Whoops. 3. So you take down to 7. 2. Killed me. So let's read our failure. If you lost the battle, you awaken at the gypsy encampment on the outskirts of Wayland, or Wayland Point, shaking all over. and following the instructions of total and follow the read the rule book on death and dying on page 33 and follow the instructions of total group death. The gypsies have a sense when the fate of someone instrumental in the tapestry of life has their thread cut short, or by otherworldly forces. They take notice and sometimes take action. You fear their power, but more so their motivation for using it. Without your blessings, they have brought you back to the living. You find out that the roof of the sunken castle had collapsed on top of you, but the gypsies were able to rescue you. The book has escaped into the world, free to do terrible things. Who knows where it will go or what horrors it will unleash? You failed in your quest to save the town of Wayland Point. The influence the grimoire had over the area causes the town to all but perish. Wayland Point will soon attract new inhabitants, but it will be some time before it recovers from such devastating losses. Okay, so a couple things we gotta deal with. All characters receive a permanent -1 to their max vita. All town services at Wayland Point except the physician and the gypsy encampment will be unavailable for the next story you play, although story elements may still occur. So Wayland Point fell because we failed. And we could have gotten a really cool thing if we didn't, but we failed. Oh, that was awesome. I had 4 attempts. 4 attempts to take that thing down, and I didn't do it. Oh, man. Alright, so let's talk about on-group dying on total group death. Alright, page 32. Yep, that's the thing. You die in the story and things happen. So, follow total group death. If all characters die and become ghosts, the story stops and their bodies are eventually found by wandering gypsies and returned to the nearest town. Gypsies encampment 17. The following steps should be taken. Characters are revived with full Vita and power points. Okay. Each character loses 1 item at random. Characters cannot lose artifacts. Okay, artifact. So, and they can't lose this. So he's either going to lose this. Oh my gosh. So he's going to lose one of these because this is an heirloom and this is an artifact. So he's losing something. Oh, stomach gonna vomit. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna switch it up, and then I will let the fates decide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2. What did I lose? The extra damage. Gone. I got my machete and my bale hook. Would have been okay with losing the machete. So, alright. So max health, and you're gonna lose item. What is this? This is an artifact, an item, your heirloom, and an item. So she might be weaponless. Okay. Okay. She might be punching with her fist for a little while or just casting spells. Alright. Once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. She lost the liquid frankincense. She kept her weapon in her caltress. He will either lose his crossbow, it's an heirloom, or the compass. Sorry, I didn't do my numbers because there was 2 of them. Odds or evens. So, odds or evens. So he loses his crossbow. His crossbow is lost. He is weaponless. He is pointless. Okay, so... alright. So that happens. Then what happens next? All positive and negative statuses are lost. So, she lost some cool stuff. Toril didn't have any positive or negative status. She lost her fortified. And Virgil will lose his favored. Cool. All infection tokens are lost. We're not infected by anything. Characters lose all companions. Good grief. Brutal if you lose. Characters lose half their coins. Ugh. Okay, so I didn't get anything from those. I got 5, 10, 15, 20, so I lose 10. 10, 16, 17, 18. 18, so 9. Right? I did that wrong. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 7. And you got 11. Oop, more than 11. 15, 16, 17, 18. You lose 9. 5. Get back. A hunter with no bow is no hunter. All boons are lost, never had any. Character 1 becomes the leader. And that's what happens when we die. So the book got away. Wayland Point has been decimated. The only thing I can use there is the physician. Gotta remember that. And that is the end of story number 2. So cool things would have happened if we would have won in a huge amount of story to read, but we failed. So chapter 3, we're starting off in a worse place than we are now. And we're starting off in Twilight. So it gets harder. So story 3, we'll start off in that. You got to see a loss, you got to see some ghosts, you got to see me summon stuff, and you got to see me lose. And lose an item. My crossbow. Ugh. So I'm going to be searching for items for him like crazy. Like crazy. To see if we can get something that can help, because all he's going to be doing now is punching. Okay, that's Folklore Story 2. I don't think my ghost joke was going to be right. Oh boy. Yeah, sometimes it is better to change the defense status. Alright, let's go back up to the top. Let's talk about what happened and what's to come. And you see, so I lost, but the story continued, right? In certain dungeon crawls, it's like you lose start over. You lose start over, and I'd have to go back and do that entire thing. We're in the campaign, so the story is continuing past everything that happened. I made mistakes. I forgot that the Book of Dimensions was ranged, so it would have killed us sooner, right? It would have killed us sooner, but I forgot. My bad. I forgot about that. I believe I made one other mistake, but I already caught that one and talked about it as well. So people who are watching it later, pay attention to what I say and what I missed, so you don't make those mistakes. Always, always, always watch for that symbol, because that tells you if it's ranged or not. So the book it killed us, but it could have killed us sooner. If I'd have won, But that's what we got. All right, let's go back up to the top and have a chat. Okay, so we didn't win this one, and that's okay. The story's still continuing. Wayland Point is no longer a thing for us to deal with. It's been wiped clean, that everyone died of the plague, and we move on to the next story. So the next story, chapter 3, is going to be considered. I really wish I got close though. We got close to winning. Eastern Sorceries, and this time we don't start off at Church of the Crossroads. We start off at Eurotrust. So yeah, we're starting off in a different city now, one that we can kill those inhabitants too, right? So we'll start off there, and then we'll go from there and see how it is. So this game is awesome. I still love it, even though I lost. I still love it. We still have money. I'm gonna buy new companions. I'm gonna try to find Virgil some type of weapon to save his life, and I need to get a little bit more beefier and tougher to do stuff. So, yeah. If I made any mistakes, let me know in the comments. So the week to come. Tomorrow we're gonna finish off Deep Madness with Story 8, closing out the main story. Monday we're going into Gloomhaven. Wednesday we're going after we're playing Hostage Negotiator, opening up the next few packs and playing that. Thursday Canje After Dark with Excusitis. Steven and I are going back into Kingdom Death Monster on Tabletop Simulator, so join us for that. That's going to be fun. And then Sunday, we're coming back to Folklore for story number 3. So we're going to be doing Folklores every week from now on, going through all the content. So, and I believe there are, if I'm not mistaken, in this book, there are 6 stories in the core game. So once we get, and we're on story number 3, and then after that, we're going to break out Dark Tales. We're going to play that too. And then we're going to break out Fall of Spire, and we're going to play that too, because new mechanics are getting added per expansion, which is really fantastic. So join me for Deep Madness, Gloomhaven, Hostage Negotiator, Kingdom Death Monster, and I like that game a lot. Like, I messaged Steven yesterday, like, when I woke up after playing it the Thursday night before. I messaged him on Friday, and I was like, I woke up, and all I was thinking about was playing Kingdom Death Monster. It is very addictive. I want to see what happens in the settlement phase if we can live. I want to go on the hunt for whatever the screaming antelope is. I don't know what it is, but I want to kill it so we can mill it for stuff. I want him to get his other bone axe so he can just crush stuff as the tank. I mean, it's gonna be great. So it's been awesome playing that game. I love it. And once again, that is a completely separate game than Folklore or Gloomhaven. They're just all 3 different genres, and I like them for all different reasons. So yeah, we'll do that. I'm still working on making sure I get stuff solidified for the surprise I have in mind that I can't share just yet. Why are you mentioning if you can't share it? Well, that's why. So I will go through that and let you guys know when that could come up. Don't forget your bow. Oh yes, and the bow for the antelope. So it'll be good. The hype is real. Kate. So if you haven't watched the Kingdom Death recording yet, if you haven't watched it yet, we didn't lose any members to the White Lion. Every member who went survived. They might have been damaged a little, but they survived. We started the game with 14 people at the settlement. We are now down to 8. But we didn't lose any to monsters. And the settlement, and you'd be like, yeah, but the settlement thing can cause your men to lose. We didn't lose any to settlement effects. All of them died trying to have children. All of them. So, we'll definitely get through. We'll fight this screaming antelope, and oh my gosh, I'm so excited for it. Anyway, Folklore has been awesome. You all have been awesome. Thank you so much for joining me for this. I enjoy this game a lot. I want to see what's coming. The story's unfolding. Everything's going great. Hopefully we can live. We're taking some hits, but hopefully we can live. I'll upgrade. I'll buy things where necessary for the next one that happens next Sunday, and we'll join then. So thank you for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you, my Patreons. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, my subscribers, for doing this, and everyone who's so awesome and great and wonderful. Take care of yourselves. Please take care of yourselves. People who are getting the boxes that are coming in, I heard that they halted Greenbrier Grains has halted shipment to rectify the issue. And the issues I explained in the first video, so there's a full talk about that in that first video. Just make sure to be careful if you got your boxes and be safe, okay? The game is fantastic. Greenbrier Games wants you to enjoy it, and they want you to be safe, so be careful. Yep. Thank you so much. So everyone have a good time. Insert comment here. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.